Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's newest indoor adventure in a one-shot Wednesday, where we are returning to the land of our homebrew campaign, taking place far across the sea in the same timeline as our 4Kids AU. So, if anything happens to the Monday Nights crew, who knows? This timeline will just kind of either fade out or exist simultaneously because time is weird and choices are sometimes irrelevant, other times very important. That's getting into weird metaphysical parts that you don't watch the show for. Instead, you watch the show for important information, such as today is April 24th, 2019, and you are loved. That's a very important thing that I think people should remember. Also, important things that people should remember is, guys, we are having a giveaway. And our giveaway is going to be running until May 6th, where we are going to be giving away a custom spellbook from Elderwood Academy, which is designed to look like the spellbook of Calum from our Monday night game. And we are also giving away a set of the Mythica Sinister Emerald Die Hard dice. They're metal. They look incredible. I have posted pictures in our Discord as well as on Twitter to let people know because, oh my god. Guys,
I like dice.
I want them myself. That's why I give them away, is because I want to hoard them. I know that if I get covetous about a thing, that I should really get rid of it and do all that Mary Kondo stuff. So, like, this is me doing that, but also saying thank you for helping us get to 250 followers on Twitch. It's really cool to see people coming out, especially because we haven't even been doing this for a year, and we're doing pretty good, I would say, even though we have had to, like, rebrand several times in order to get consistent branding, but that's my fault and my own problem. Speaking of things that are my fault and my own problem, guys, it has been brought to my attention that it looks like I might not be wearing a shirt, but if you go to the merch cam, you will see that it's actually a very tasteful tank top. I will move my hair dramatically out of the way to show these arm support bands that hold up the Moon Maidens tee. And of course, with the Moon Maidens t-shirt, you can either get Corey on top, Oliviette on bottom, or flipped, where like I have, where Oliviette's on top, because I love my drow lady. She's very fun. Also at the merch store, you can find great things like the Indoor Adventures mug, the Bigger, Better Battler mug, which, for One Shot Wednesdays, are absolutely perfect because a standard beer is a little less than 15 ounces. This is a 15-ounce mug. You can fit an entire beer in here. So that just makes things delightfully easy for getting your I don't know, tabletop fuel on? I guess. I don't read these things or write them before I say words. But that is it for my merch spiel. So, with that in mind, I'm going to try and keep hair away from a shoulder so you can see I'm wearing a shirt the entire time. I'll make you guess on the break, though. Wink. And with that in mind, let's do a little bit of a recap for anybody who was not there when we initially did our 4Kids adventure. So, the 4Kids adventure takes place a good 15 years after the events of the Four Keeps, which is a very odd timeline indeed, but in this timeline, our dearest friend, Arjan Tarleanson, brought his two daughters as well as a Goliath adoptee named RJ. What was your character's name?
Leo.
As well as a half Shadarkai, half Eladrin little shitlord. And with all of you together, you managed to help a girl find her cat. And when you went to try and return the cat that she had previously lost, you could not find this girl, but instead left her a note saying that it was yours, that the cat had died, that they didn't need to worry about finding it anymore. There were many things that were scrawled down, but you did say that you were going to be keeping the cat. whatever the note entailed at a inn that had a red roof on it. And that is where you guys had asked Arjan if you could possibly keep this cat that you had just found. And using the powers of a natural 20 against your dad, you were definitely able, as a young black dragonborn girl named Titania, able to convince your dad to let you keep this sweet pet. And that was where their adventure ended. So we are going to be picking up later that same day, but I feel like we need to kind of introduce ourselves before this adventure really begins, to give our listeners and give our players a hint of what they can expect. So, RJ, who are you playing tonight?
Hey everybody, I'm RJ, and I'm playing Tuk, the Frog Monk.
All right, Myro, who are you playing?
Hi everybody, I'm Myro. Today I'm playing Grigori Poisonclaw, the Scorpion Rogue.
Yes. Archangelic, who are you playing?
Sir Glorious Redknees, the Crab Paladin.
Yes. All right. Lazybones, who are you playing?
I am Squonk, the Seagull Barbarian, who talks like Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah, he's coming for you, brother.
I am the indoor adventurer. I will not be your dungeon master this evening. Instead, I will be the very cat that Titania saved. They know the cat as Marmalade. However, I am going to be playing as Crucio Tawntail, heir to the Dark Throne, as a cat warlock. Now, LB, take it away.
I'm so glad I decided to do this. This is going to be so much fun. Hi, everyone. I'm LB, and I will be your dungeon mistress for the evening. So before we get into the prologue, I would like everyone to go around and do a quick little introduction of like your character's personality and what they're doing. So before this event starts, which is a month after the cat was found, not the same day,
Right.
the kids and the families are all gonna head back to their homes across the sea, and they are taking Marmalade, Crucio, with them. So this group somehow or another have found their way to being friends, and they have decided to have a little get together before Crucio leaves. It's kind of a going away goodbye. So this event is going to take place at night. So what were your characters doing during the day? What is their typical daily activity in the port town? RJ.
So is this like the Secret Life of Pets, or like?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. So Tuk is a frog monk. He is currently training for his 100 frog Kermite. There goes it.
We're starting off strong, gang.
You could find him normally around bodies of water, jumping up, trying to catch flies, or kicking ass in back alleys with as many people around him as possible.
Solid. Gregory, what do you do during the daytime? What's your chill activity?
Usually my chill activity, like I said, I'm a Scorpion Rogue, but by assassin rogue, I mean, like, I think I'm an assassin, but I'm really not. I'm really just walking around just stabbing little people and just thinking that I'm actually doing some stuff, messing with people, but it just doesn't even really do much.
Yeah.
Just
Kicking
trying
asses. Love it. Sir Claudius?
Yeah, so as a paladin of the first crab, the great crab of the firstborn crab of and he views that he is defending the great seawall. He doesn't know that the wall wasn't natural. It doesn't matter to him. He was born there, and he will defend it.
I love it. What is Squawk doing?
Squonk spends his days fighting other seagulls to be the best. Also working up to catch the ultimate prey, a gnome, brother.
Yes, Gwen would be so proud. All right, Crucio.
The seagull eat gnomes.
Trying to.
They will eat anything. Seagulls will eat anything.
I love this. So Crucio, he spends his days trying to escape the myths of Titania. He does not enjoy these face boops nor the head pets, but instead wants to live as a free cat. If he is able to get away, he goes back to his dark lair where he spends time batting the most villainous yarn around, as well as plotting the downfall of all mankind. That's
solid. But
that's when I can escape. Otherwise, I've had to wear people clothes, and I don't like it.
You absolutely have. Ribbons all the time. You have a bell on your collar.
Oh, it's the worst.
It's the best part about having a stinger. Nobody tries to put clothes on you when you got one of those.
Fair enough. Okay, so I will bring us into this event. Like I said, you guys are planning on getting together tonight. But as the camera pans over the darkened sky, wisps of clouds quickly pass along through the sea breeze. The sound of gentle crashing waves lulls through the air as we look down onto the water. The moon, now full, burns on the waves, tipping them with a white light. Water twists and turns under the creaky wooden docks, finding its way to the shore. Boats sit silent in the moonlight, only now and again greeted by a passing guard, making their repetitive rounds through the night. As we pan back up above the buildings, we see sleeping gulls lining the rooftops, their heads tucked in their feathers for a moment of silence. Farther in, we travel into the city. The nightlife is bustling, flooding the paved streets with noise and firelight. People are drinking, having a laugh, and enjoying themselves on this warm night. To them, it's just like any other, but for two little girls, it has been a night of packing and play. Moving past the noise of the busy street, down an alley, we find ourselves passing over a small fire exit and looking into an open window of a rented room above the Alchemist Guild. For a moment, the room is silent. A candle burns on a holder near the beds, and a bag lays open on the floor. Inside, there are a few items of clothing, most of a frilly pink color, but some are a blue amid more practical clothing. Wooden toys lay on the floor, and one sits near the window. A small wooden elephant stares out into the night. The moment of silence passes as the door is pushed open by a small clawed hand. Humming a sweet tune is a young dragonborn. Her black scales are offset by the pastel pink nightgown that she wears. Freshly picked flowers are stuck gently under the scales on her head. She skips around the room, touching almost everything as she does. Without missing a beat, she picks up the toys that lay scattered on the ground and gently places them in the open bag. Our view passes the dancing girl and moves now through the open door. A hallway lined with a few lanterns seems to move in a flickering light. Heavy footsteps approach as the large clawed feet of a full-grown, some may say overgrown, dragonborn shifts past. His wings are tucked tightly behind him as he peeks into the little girl's room. He only lingers for a moment, but he finds his scaled lips have turned up into a soft smirk as he watches his little girl dance. Moving on down the hallway, he passes another door as it opens. Quickly, an orange blur moves past the dragon daddy's feet, almost tripping him. The young girl who had opened the door is slightly taller and slightly thinner than the girl dancing in the other room. She looks up at her father, adjusting her blue nightgown, and gives him a warm smile before pushing out of the bathroom and down the hall to her and her sister's room. We pan back down the hallway and to the wooden floor, where the large blur has taken up residence in the middle of the walkway. He cleans his front paw in a casual demeanor, letting his body stretch as far as he can. What is Crucio doing?
One of these days I will get him to fall, and when that day comes, oh, he will be sorry. He just continues licking his paw. I am not exactly the most... I try and stay away from the girls' room as much as I can, because it's kind of like, no, this is the danger zone. But the general mood seems low enough, and the singing seems, albeit a bit inviting, that I am going to begin doing like the cat-like saunter, where my back is just completely swishing and tail floofing through the air as I make my way to the girls' room, because I don't know what the commotion is.
Cool. Could you make a perception check for me?
I suppose I could. That's not bad. Wait, does this rely on my smells? On using my nose? Damn it.
Hearing. Sorry.
Well, that's okay. That is going to be a 13.
Okay. So as you're walking towards the room, you hear something that you've heard before, but not quite in this way. Your ears perk up at the sound of sniffling. You've heard the girls cry before, but this is different. They're not crying for attention. Something is wrong. You approach the door to the girls' room, and inside you see the taller one, you know as Martina, putting her arm around the smaller one, which you know as Titania.
Titania.
And the taller one says, "It's okay, Titania. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Did you look on the fire escape?" Through the tears, you can hear the more affectionate one saying in a hushed whisper, "Of course I did. I don't understand. I left him right here on the ledge." And then Martina says back, "I'm sure he won't be mad. Which toy was it?" And then Titania says, "It was Mr. Feathers." Martina kind of gasps at this, and you would know this to be the very worn, very loved owlbear plushie that Titania carries everywhere she doesn't carry you. You also know that the girls haven't been in their room for about an hour because of snack time, reading, and brushing teeth, going to the bathroom, all that sort of stuff.
I have the realization, like, for a brief moment, it's the, like, Mr. Feathers is finally gone. Serves them right for leaving things. Oh, gods. That means that they're going to be grabbing onto me next. And I will go into the room and start just kind of sniffing around to see if there's anything out of the ordinary. I assume that this Mr. Feathers smells like a very old stuffed animal that's been dragged around by a child. And I am assuming I've probably had many a forced tea party with said Mr. Feathers.
Yes, you have. As you begin to sniff around the room, you can make a perception check.
That is, with my sniffer, a 14.
Ooh, not bad. So you begin to sniff around. You did hear them say that the animal was on the ledge, and you jump up onto the windowsill, and as you do, Titania is kind of just crying to herself, and Martina comes up and she kind of grabs you as she sees you through you're in the open window, and she says, no, you can't go outside, you know that."
I'm just gonna do the like full slunk body, arms up, just meow.
But you do know that the kids are going to bed very soon, and you have sniffed that there was another animal here.
Was I able to identify said animal?
You are sure that it is furred.
Furred creature.
And as Martina pulls you up and kind of puts you back down, she closes the window, and the big one comes in, and Titania quickly wipes her eyes and like turns around, and she's just like smiling like nothing's wrong. Arjan walks in and begins to put the girls to bed, snuffing out the light. You know that he will be working in his shop for the rest of the night, which was your opportunity to sneak out.
Yes. If possible, I would, are the children holding on to me while I fall asleep, or do I have one more pass at trying to trip him as he walks?
You can definitely try and trip him.
Excellent.
God.
Make a trip attack.
That went about as well as it did the first time. That's a 7.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, I can't look up Arjan stuff. Okay, never mind. He definitely, he's like, ugh, and he kind of like, he doesn't kick you out of the way, but you can tell that he is pretty annoyed by it. You see his wings kind of flap up a little bit to balance himself. And then he's going to head down to his alchemist shop below.
Now's the time. The time for my party.
Your friends are going to meet you out back. And you've kind of been able to put something in the door to on the floor beneath you. There is an empty sort of apartment, and you've been able to get in there before and jump out the window, so it isn't hard for you to get out this time because you were thought ahead.
Excellent.
So as you exit, you are on the fire escape, which is just below the windows of the girls, and below you, all of your friends are waiting in the alleyway.
I'm going to climb down.
Okay.
Because I have a climb speed, so I'll just kind of skitter on down. And then as I arrive, it was so nice to finally have all of you here together. I know that, Claudius, you and Squonk don't exactly see eye to eye on many a thing, but I'm glad you could both make it.
The beach is only for the strong, brother. I do not understand why you defend those who cannot hang.
Claudius has found some piece of trash or something, and it's in those gross, like, crab mouth parts just being chewed up. He's like, why would I miss my best friend's party?
It is good to see you, brother.
Yes. Yes.
What is Took doing?
Just like looking, cocks his head.
So you're not wearing a dress today. Ho-ho!
No, I'm not, and we'd agreed that we wouldn't talk about that anymore.
Oh, but you look rather cute.
I'm not cute, I'm regal. I am heir to the Dark Throne, after all.
Heir to the tea party, sure.
Just...
I thought you looked quite noble.
Thank you.
Good one, brother. I gotta give a high wing to Took.
Dude jumps, slaps with his foreleg.
Okay, what would you guys like to do?
Yes.
I have prepared a spot on the beach. Shall we go?
It's going to take forever to get the sand out of my paws, but sure.
Just think, brother, it will make you harder to cuddle.
Crucio, actually, everyone, I'd like you to make a perception check, please.
Does this involve sight?
It can either involve sight, sense, or scent, taste, or feel.
Yes.
Ooh.
I have achieved a 16
For your...
for my sniffer.
Oh no.
Only got 10.
3.
On my eyeballs, I got a 19.
I got a 13. I didn't realize my perception was as high as it was.
Nice. Were you looking?
Yeah, just looking.
I don't know if scorpions can smell.
I'd assume not.
So, the 13 and the 19, you guys can see a clump of hair. And who got the 19? You can see that the hair is probably it matches a similar to Crucio's. It's a little bit longer, but definitely very pale. It is stuck in the fire escape. There is a nail sticking out, and it seems that something has passed by here very recently. For those of you smelling, you can smell. There's been another cat here.
Squawk!
What?
And
The eye stalks are just going everywhere. Like, what's going on?
There was another cat who came through here.
I fly over and can I pluck the fur? Is it a tuft of fur or is it a whole thing of fur?
It's a tuft, like
Okay.
like a shedding tuft, if you will.
Oh, I see. Yes, I pick it up in my talons and fly back over.
Can seagulls pick up things in their hands?
They don't have hands. What are you
They
talking
just have
They have-
it's
they
like
have
a
feet.
flap, right?
Yeah, in my beak, I suppose. Yes.
I still stole a bag of chips, so I mean,
That's true. Yep. So you bring it back to the group, and you all can see that this is a tuft of medium to long-haired cat. It is white. There's a little bit of gray in there, and it seems to be out of place. You don't recall seeing a cat like this anywhere around here recently.
Squonk does not recommend eating cat hair, brothers.
We don't really plan on eating it. It just sort of comes in when you're cleaning yourself.
Gross.
Then you throw it up.
It's a matter of life.
Crucio, the scent of this hair is very similar to what, if not exactly the same as what you smelled upstairs on the windowsill.
All right, gang. There's something that I don't necessarily know if we can take care of before the party, or if we want to wait until after. But the small ones, the young dragonkin, the ones that make me wear the dresses.
what about the bows?
Yes, the sentiment is laughable indeed that someone would stoop so low as to do this unto me. One of their favored play objects has gone missing. I personally don't care if it comes back. However, it is going to be a long boat ride back to the other off to the other lands. And without this, that only leaves me to writhe within their clutches. I won't like any of it. This boat, this trip. But if they don't have that, then I'm the last line of defense. And I pray not use my magics against them. They would fail in an instant.
Claudius starts like bouncing up and down, just on its knees, and just says, "A thief! We shall apprehend it at once."
Indeed, a thief most foul.
Squonk is always looking for a challenge to better himself. Oh yeah.
So we're fighting a duck?
What?
A thief most foul. We're fighting a duck.
Took takes 1 point of damage.
Aww.
If scorpions could face palm,
Just clop on it.
they can.
A chamber pot is poured out the window directly on it. Ugh.
All right, Crucio, with your 16 and the squonks,
Squonk.
you guys can see that the trail of fur and the scent continues north up the alleyway to the street.
Squonk will take to the sky, brothers.
Yes, be my eyes.
Rule the sky.
fucking seagull.
He's so majestic.
Okay, so you guys continue on down the alleyway.
Yes.
Okay. The alleyway isn't very big. You make it to the street. It is not a bustling street by any means. There are a few people walking back and forth. But you are looking at that baby. Audiocast listeners, there is a kitty baby and a literal baby on stream right now. It looks like he woke up and he's happy.
Where's my baby? Where's my fur child?
My baby! Where's my baby?
So there, like I said, there are a few people, so you guys are welcome to continue on if you want to go stealthy, if you want to go just chill across the
Claudia
street.
is absolutely gonna try and stealth. So
All right, if you'd like to stealth, give me a stealth check.
Slowly, so stealthily.
I am gifted at stealth. I'm not proficient in it, but it is a thing that I believe myself to be good at, as all cats believe themselves to be good at all things. Oh, Purdy!
I got 17.
I'm hopping. I don't actually. Yeah, I'm
Got a
hopping.
dirty 20.
That's in that one!
Oh, gee.
Oh my god.
I believe I am the most excellent at stealthing, as all cats are. It's just the thing where I'm scrabbling in the middle of the fucking, like, all of the pots and pans I could possibly touch.
What did Toot get?
Oh, he's not rolling. He's just hopping
Oh,
along.
he's just going for it. And is Squonk gonna? Oh, he's in the sky, so he's
Yeah,
good.
I can't really hide anyway.
So, Gregory, you are just you are as stealthy as you've ever been in your life. You match the cobblestones perfectly. You are just hopping from one to the other. Claudius, you're doing great too. You're like in between each one, scuttling, as it were. So anytime someone looks at you, you freeze, and then you scuttle. Crucio, you say, you know what? Squonk got the right idea. He's up in the sky. I want to get a height advantage. So you jump up onto a basket that's nearby, not realizing that it is full of uncut swords. So when you jump on the basket, they fall. All of the swords go everywhere. And I'm assuming in true cat fashion, you Scooby-Doo the fuck out of there.
Oh, I nope out faster than anyone could possibly have been aware that there was a cat there.
Perfect. Okay, so you guys are continuing to follow this. You have startled quite a few of the goers nearby, and nobody even notices too. Who wasn't even sneaking. So because of this distraction, congratulations. So you guys continue to follow this trail until it goes a little cold. There are no more hair follicles to follow, so I'd like you all to make a survival check to try to follow this, or whomever would like, if you'd like to do one person with advantage or something.
Squonk has a +3. He can survive very well.
So do I.
I don't know how this boy's survived. I've rolled 2 nat 1s tonight in a row.
You're a frog. You're very resilient.
Thanks.
Claudius is gonna try, but
Go
has
for it.
+0.
Squonk's rolling.
Do it.
I'll go for it too.
I will not roll.
That's a 15. That's not bad. I can deal with that.
It's my last day here.
21.
17.
Okay.
Get my
right.
friends to do the heavy lifting.
Exactly.
You mean
Squonk can lift the heaviest things.
So as you guys make it to a 4-way intersection, you see that the hair's kind of gone. You're not sure which way to go. Squonk does a quick 360 in the sky, trying to see what you can find. And Claudius and Gregory, you can. Well, you guys can't smell, can you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So, Squonk, you can see that there has been a disturbance down the alleyway. You, as the little crustaceans, you are aware that cats do not like to linger on the streets, especially strays. So you can discern from this and perhaps a couple paw prints that you see in the nearby mud that the cat has continued on north up into deeper into the city.
What is it? I'm going to just start trotting over towards where I see Squonk circling.
Yes, Squawk comes in for a landing. Crucio,
What did you find?
down the alleyway. Our quarry hastens. We must prove ourselves, brother.
I am not a huge fan of this, so what I am going to do is that I will cast using an Eldritch Invocation. I have mage armor, and I'm just going to get a nice sheen on my fur coat.
Ooh.
Your fur, Crucio. It's very luxurious.
Impeccable, I know. And I'll just do a gentle lick and then brush it over my ear.
The shining orange cat and the two crustaceans, a small frog and a very large, angry-looking seagull, are continue north down this dark alleyway. You can hear things creaking, people walking nearby. There are a couple doors into this alleyway, but it doesn't seem like there is anything in this alleyway. You can continue on through to an even busier street. You continue to follow the scent up the street and down into down a staircase into what looks like a doorway. And can anyone read human language?
I listed common as a language, but as to whether or not I can read it.
There is a sign on this door that seems to have some funny lettering on it. You're not quite sure what it is.
Damn.
But the scent and the you can see a patch of hair, and actually there's a couple different patches of hair in this doorway, as if somebody had rubbed up as they go in, but the door is closed.
I am going to just sit there and my tail begins swishing and just, and as I do, my shadow along the wall just kind of gets larger and larger and larger. And I'll look at it and say, go inside and see and tell me what you can find. And I'll send my shadow familiar under the door and into the next room. And then you guys just see me do the cat thing where I stare off into the void and just because I have the voice of the Chainmaster Eldritch Invocation, which is I can communicate telepathically with my familiar and perceive through its senses, as well as speak in my own voice. So I am going to be sharing my vision with this shadow creature as it goes into the next area.
Cool. And you, does your shadow creature have dark vision? Probably. It's a shadow.
So a shadow, the shadow, it has dark vision of 60 feet.
Perfect. So as your vision goes black, as it goes through the door, you see as if a light flickering on and very low res style. You see on the other side of the door is a platform that goes about 5 feet and then stairs that go down. There are no lights.
I'll have my shadow come back to me.
Okay.
And then I'll look at my companions and say, do any of you know how to open these contraptions?
Sir Claudius says, I will break down the door. And it should be noted, I haven't noted to the stream yet, he's a fiddler crab, so he has like one huge claw and a tiny claw. So he comes up to the door and tries to smack it with his claw.
Okay, make an attack against the door.
All right, what's my claw attack?
Just so everyone is aware on stream, I have made all of these characters be 3rd level, and they have the strength and dexterity on at the 3rd level, not at the animal level. So when someone, one of the characters hits with like, he does 10 damage, it's 10 damage for a crab. So
All right, so yeah, that was a 23 to hit, so I assume that.
Nice, you do. You hit the door.
All right, for a whole D8 plus
Do
2,
it.
so 4.
Nice. Okay,
4
so Claudius runs up, scuttles up to the door. He declares that he is going to break it down, and he hits it. And you see the reverberation a little bit. This is a solid hit. I mean, for a crab, hitting a door, solid. It is a wooden door, so if you continue to break at it, you get 10 crab damage.
Squonk! You see Squonk kind of put his beak under one of his wings, and he comes back out with a stick in his mouth, and it's like a piece of a beam, and at the end of the beam is a nail. It's the flat part of a nail, and he's gonna fly full tilt at this door and gonna try and break it down.
Okay.
Damn these impenetrable defenses!
Make a quick perception check for me. Or maybe an intelligence check. Make an intelligence check.
Just flat intelligence.
Yeah.
14.
Solid. You know that people open doors with handles.
Squawk doesn't care. He wants to defeat the door.
Okay, make an attack.
Can I make it reckless? Because I'm a barbarian.
The door has advantage on you? Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Okay, that is going to be an 18 to hit the door.
The door.
The door.
Squonk!
Duke's gonna look around.
That is going to be 14 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
Dang.
This big fucking seagull just runs into the door.
All right.
Squonk!
Okay, so you hit the door. You hit the door really hard, and you see it. You crack it a little bit. The door is hollow. You've realized. You've cracked part of it, and you can see it chip away, and you can see the other side. Where are you hitting it?
Dead in the middle.
Okay, so way above everyone else?
Yes.
Okay. Just clarifying.
Yes.
Would
Wait.
anyone else like to try?
It has a handle?
It
Yeah.
does have a handle.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand as
Do
a
it.
warlock. And I raise my tiny little cat paw towards it, and I make a turning motion with it as my hand turns the door handle, and I just gentle push it open.
Okay, so the handle, is your mage hand a human hand or a cat hand?
It would be a
It
cat's
works
paw.
either Okay, so you do the thing that, yes, it just kind of like bats at it a little bit, and you can hear it rattling. Everyone can hear it rattling.
Hold on, I think I've got it this time.
And you are able to hit it hard enough so that it clicks, and it does. It opens outwards, but it does get off the hinge a little bit as far as it is not attached on that side. You open the door is what I'm
Damn
trying to
it.
say.
Human defenses are not so difficult after all. I strut forward, just doing my cat sachet.
Claudius goes in sideways.
As I walk in, I'll just like give it a little jab with my stinger, just because.
Meow.
Man.
Almost ran over my cat.
Squawk.
He's down there.
Oh no, don't run over the cat.
Please don't.
As you guys continue down, you realize that there is a 5-foot step, and then it continues down. You can hear the sound of a gentle stream. I wouldn't say rushing water, and you can feel the dampness. Those of you who can feel with your skin. And it is very dark in here. Is everyone able to see in low light situations?
Low light, yes.
I have blind vision up to so many feet.
Yeah, I think I have blind sense as well for 30 feet. So
I have posted up on top of Squonk, just sitting there on his back.
I am going to be using my shadow's vision instead of my own to see through that as I walk.
Okay. You guys continue on down the stairs?
Yes.
Okay.
Stealthily, if possible.
Of course. If you'd like to do it stealthily, please make me a stealth check as you descend this stone staircase.
dirty 20.
Nice.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Nice.
the seagull?
Yeah, the big seagull?
If I stay still on top of Squonk, can I use a stealth roll?
Yes. Yes, you may. Since he rolled a natural 20.
Natural 5 for a total of 13.
Ew.
Rogues, man.
I got a 9.
Who's the cat the least stealthy? So you guys make your way down this staircase as quietly as possible. Crucio, you find you're having trouble seeing Squonk and Took. You're not sure what happened to them. And as you look around for them, you feel your bottom run into something soft and feathery. And it makes you jump a little bit.
Squonk. Hello there, brother. Have you lost your way in the dark?
No, totally not.
We all lose our ways sometimes, brother. It is the way of life.
You're the least of my friends. Moving on. You guys continue down the staircase. You reach the bottom. I would like to remind you, you all are very small animals, so it does take you a little bit longer than like an average person walking downstairs. But
10-foot walking speed said what?
yeah, right.
Yeah, I have a 10-foot walking speed as well.
I have a 40-foot walking speed.
But
You have
I
to
can
wait
fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's bullshit. I'm a cat, though, so
Flyers.
like...
It was walk 10 feet.
Pop up.
As you reach the bottom, you see that the rushing water, or the slow-moving stream, as it were, is the sewer. You have reached the bottom. The stairs open up to a round tunnel. Stone walkways line the sides, making it look like a half circle between them. Is what seems to be a deep stream of rainwater. A human in this tunnel would have to crouch to use these walkways, but for this party, it's perfect.
Downright spacious.
Claudius, it is like our home, brother.
This is actually trying to explore the area, and Claudius has a ring of water walking, so just walks straight over the water, like just looking around.
Does everyone know you have this item?
I don't know.
For those of you who don't, it's a really shallow lake. It seems like there's no depth to this at all.
I could go for Squawk could go for a swim.
No, friend, no. Do not enter these waters. And he comes back to shore. I have found this ring, washed up on the beach.
You guys see a human-sized ring that has been pushed over his claw and onto his. It kind of jingles like a big old bangle on a
Bingle bangle.
yeah, big old bangle on a basic girl's wrist.
But is it on the big claw or the small one?
It's on the big one. It would not fit on the small one.
No, the small one's very small. Hey, what's up, Franny?
So I would like you guys, whoever is following the scent, to make a perception check as you are trying to continue on this journey.
I will certainly try and use my sniffer. I'm glad it was with my nose so I can roll again. Much better. A 19.
All right, with the 19, you are able to pick up the scent of this rogue cat. With a 19, you are able to discern this is a female cat. She smells kind of hot.
Or, like, as in,
Don't do it. You've already taken 1 point of damage. You can tell that they have gone upstream, and there might be other animals down here, other furred creatures.
Squonk starts swimming up the stream.
I'm going to be climbing, so that way I don't get near the water, but just doing the, like, cat jump thing.
On the curved walls?
I have a climb speed, so maybe I'm just, like, trying to shimmy around.
Fair enough.
Or it's the arms are arms and legs are prostrated out, and the tails poofed out and kind of like flicking back and forth, clearly irritated. Just, I'm fine, I'm cool, and just continues to walk.
Can I just be like hitching a ride on top of Crucio?
You want to ride
Squonk
the cat
has
that's
room
on the
for
wall?
one more, brother.
oh, Tuka's in the water swimming.
This is actually quite nice for you guys. Most of you are aquatic. Grigory, you are a little pissed off because, I mean, you don't like being in a port town anyways because you're a desert dwelling creature. So I don't know how you got here.
I don't either. It
Just
just kind of happened.
Work brought you
In
here.
someone's boot.
It was a long day.
So as you guys continue upstream to follow this, Squonk is splashing around in the water. Claudius, are you on the pathway?
I was actually gonna ask. So how deep is this water? Like, if I go under, well, how deep is it?
It's about a foot deep.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna
You scuttle on the
along
bottom.
I just remain stealthy. So
Solid. And you are able to follow the webbed feet of your friend. Tuki, you're in the water as well?
Swimming.
Cool. So you guys continue on, and the rest of you who are on land and on top of the water realize that ahead of you is a gate. You can see, since it's a half circle, there is the landing. The gate stops at the bottom where the walkway is, and then continues a little bit into the water. You're not sure how deep it goes.
Is this like a lattice style gate? Is it bars?
Yes.
Okay. Do my whiskers allow me to see if my entire body will fit through one of these squares if I put my face up against it?
Your whiskers are telling you that you could definitely fit your muzzle through this.
But can I fit through it?
Yeah. Can the smaller creatures get through?
Yes, the smaller creatures can fit through it. Those of you in the water, you don't really notice anything. You just continue on, although you do see that Squawk has stopped.
I'm gonna swim up to the surface and stand on the surface and ask what's going on, friends. And then I'll probably.
Brother Claudius, there is a gate here. We must test our strength. Oh, yeah.
So under the water, that you can't see a gate there. So if I go under,
If you are in the water, you can see that the gate goes about 4 inches deep, and then there is nothing. So
Okay.
you can swim under it.
Rory will just crawl under it and see what's on the other side.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
27.
Dang. So as you go through, you kind of put your claws in front of you. It's a little tight, but you are able to get through. And you see that there is a mechanism on the wall. You've seen people use levers before. It seems like something that you'd have to crank as opposed to click down.
Guys, I'm gonna need some help over here.
Took dives under and pops up the other side.
Claudius is going to do the same. Pop up over there. Hey, buddy.
Okay. Squonk flies up as high as he can, and then dives down into the water and tries to, shoot underneath the gate.
So Squonk is able to, as birds do in the water, kind of wiggle his way. Like it really takes a lot of effort because you didn't get much of a dive. It's not a very high ceiling, but you were able to wiggle your way and you plop up on the other side.
Squonk!
Well, Crucio, it looks like you're stuck.
Isn't that the cat's meow?
I like that one.
I'm glad I'm leaving. Just hanging up on the wall.
Can any of you guys reach that?
I could try.
Humans and their contraptions.
Let Squonk take the lead. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna try. Squonk lets out Squonk, and he flies into a rage, and I'm gonna try and move the move the gear.
Please make a strength check.
Okay.
Would anyone like to assist him, or are y'all letting him do his thing?
When
Yeah,
it reaches the top, when the crank reaches the top, Took will jump out and like drop kick the handle to make it go down faster.
Dig it.
So,
Is Claudius
Right.
going to assist in some way?
Yeah, well, Claudius was going to try and, like, whenever he can, just basically, like, hang his claw on it. Like, just grab it with the big claw, because that's all he can really do. Like,
He just goes around with it.
he's hanging on it, like, with all
All right. Did you roll at advantage, Squonk?
yes. Is this just flat strength or athletics?
You could roll athletics, yes.
Okay, athletics, that is an 18.
Okay, you are able to crank this, and as you get it to the top, Took, could you make a acrobatics check for me?
Cool. That's dirty 20.
Dirty 20, sweet. So, Squonk, you crank it up to the top, and out of nowhere, this little frog just flies by and does like a flying kick and continues through the mechanism. Clicks once, clicks twice, and it moves about 4 inches. So it is touching the top of the water, and you're gonna have to go on the walkway to get under it, but it is accessible. The walkway does not have water on it.
It's close enough. Crucio will just and like complaining the whole time for no reason. Everything worked out according to the plan, but just
Oh, what's wrong, Sourpuss?
Trying my patience. All right.
Squonk thinks maybe the cat has his tongue.
I do have a tongue, yes. It's how I'm able to groom myself.
If a crab could shudder, it shudders at the thought of a tongue. Like, it's just, something about it unnerves Sir Claudius.
That's fair.
Gregory as well.
So you are in this the other side of this alleyway, or the sewer. There is a wall. There is an opening. on the side that you guys are on that leads further into the dark. And then there is an opening on the other side of the stream. What would you like to do?
So we have to cross the stream to get to the opening?
There are two openings. There's one on your side and there's one on the other side.
Would I be able to try and smell where the possibly hot female cat is coming from?
You may definitely try.
All right. Put the nose
Would
to the
anyone
test.
like to assist him?
Apparently, crabs can smell.
Yeah, I
It's
can't
really
smell.
weird, and I'll explain later.
That's a
Thanks to
nice
the
in the courtyard. Yeah.
I'll look up the scorpions can smell.
That's a 10.
A 10. So
I
it
used
takes you a little. What? Go ahead. Oh,
I
you
used I used my sniff so that way I could get advantage on it, and it
Yes.
didn't matter.
So- It takes you a little while. You guys are kind of waiting around for Crucio to get this sent back. Squonk, I assume you're pruning a little bit. Just, you dove through the water. The rest of you are kind of just shooting the shit, as it were, as he's like going back and forth. I don't know where this way. Maybe it's. I really don't want to go across that water. I hope it's this way. And then Claudius, you kind of you pick up a little. Something off the ground, and you kind of sniff it, and you get the distinct scent of cat urine, and you know that they went on the side that you guys are on.
This way! And he scuttles sideways towards that direction.
These visuals are amazing.
Squonk hops over to where it was. Are there any like clumps of dirt?
Yeah.
Because to seagulls, I've seen seagulls do this because I'm from the coast. Seagulls love to eat clumps of sand that have urine on them. I've seen them do it, and it is wild. So, in keeping with the seagull spirit,
Yes, this is everything I didn't know I wanted. We got something for everybody here on Indoor Adventures. You want to eat some pea sand? We got you. We can't show feed on Twitch, but we can show this.
I did find out that scorpions can spell,
Sweet.
so I learned something.
That's the other thing we provide you.
We're learning so much from this today.
Apparently, they
Information.
have a very good sense of smell.
It's
That's why they live in shoes.
It is the informational kink stream known as Indoor Adventures.
Oh, this is cursed knowledge. You're right, Danae. So as you guys, the three of you who are left witnessed your feathered friend eat a clump of sand. Birds, am I right? Do you do the thing where you like swallow it while looking up?
that's a gif right there.
You're welcome, internet. All right. You guys continue on down. There is no water on this in this part of the sewer, and you find yourself at a four-way stop, and you are those of you who are not burned with the image of this bird eating pea sand, you hear voices off to your right, and they are they're talking. They sound really nice, but the words they're saying are like really mean, but they sound really nice. What would you like to do?
Like eloquent sound nice, or like bad bitches
Like-
talking in the back of class sounds nice?
The second one.
All right.
What would you guys like to do?
What are they saying? Or Squonk can understand them.
You can understand them because in this world, all the animals can understand each other because otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. Not that it does. And you hear one of them. Yeah, he was really nice, and I think his coat, even though it was like a little dirty, it could have been. I mean, he's still attractive. Like, I mean, he could clean himself up better, but he's just like a really nice guy, you know? And the other one's like, of course he is, but I mean, does he come from a place where there's a lot of fish?
Squawk comes from a place where there's lots of fish. Squawk!
Did you know that?
As they're talking about, obviously, like some person or whatever, I'll just like kind of tap Crucio on the side, like, eh.
I'm going to send my shadow forward and just learn all that I can.
Okay, so your shadow goes into a room where there is a little a window, sort of a grated window that leads up, and you can see the moonlight is spilling in here. It's rather warm looking for being moonlight. There seems to be a lot of like warm colored blankets around. There's a bit of shadow in the corners and along one of the walls, but in general, it's seems to be a very warm feeling and sensing place. You see a white and gray tabby cat with a medium to long fur, a white chest. She is laying on her side. She's licking her paw and cleaning her ear. The other one is a gray and black striped tabby with short fur. She is cleaning. She has her, I'm not going to do it because feet, but she has her legs straight up in the air and she is licking her inner leg. And you can see
everything. This is
yeah.
Just nosebleed comes from Crucio.
I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
That's a 6.
Oh, this is a really... She has licked herself bare down there and a little bit on her rump. Yes, this is my cat, everyone. Don't get gross. She has a condition. You find this cat very attractive.
Squawk!
All right, listen up, gents. We can't fuck this up. This is my last night in port.
I put my wings around everyone.
Huddle up, huddle up.
Make a huddle.
Huddle up, huddle up. Huddle up.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
I have like a 4-foot wingspan, guys. I think I can cover everyone.
You are literally touching Crucio with both wings, and everyone else is like under you like a tent.
All right. It's the black and gray one. The short hair.
Tuka like peeks under the wing.
Wonk.
I think she's the one that we're after.
The hair was white and gray.
The other one is definitely the one that we're after. So if we can if we can possibly, make me look good in front of the other one, then maybe, eh? I'll leave some kittens for you all to raise.
You really mean it?
I do. I
Is
do
spaying
indeed.
and neutering a thing in this world?
No.
No.
There is no Bob
I
Barker
would
here.
use all of my magical power to fight against anybody who would try and do that to me. They would rue the day. And I'll begin kind of like sauntering forward. I'll project my voice from my shadow that's still in the room. And just, hello, ladies. And I'll just kind of strut into the room.
The
Cue saxophone.
the one with the shorter fur puts her foot down, and the other one kind of sits up, and they look at you and they're like, "Who are you?"
Is Crucio. Squawk!
Oh,
And with a very, like, I'll do the thing where the cat stands on its hind two legs, and then I'll motion with one hand in a circular pattern and kind of give a bow.
Tuke is like next to him doing like the hand like
Frog jazz hands.
jazz hands.
Claudius comes up. Yes, this is the finest of mammals.
The cats are a little perturbed that there are other animals with you, and then you see immediately as Squawk rocks in the room, the white and gray one, her tail just flicks. It begins flicking.
Squawk considers Crucio almost a seagull. Squawk!
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I mean, it's kind of like not the best in our world. Sorry.
To them, it is the best, and that is good enough for me.
Squawk.
If he could understand what it meant fully to be such a glorious creature as we, perhaps, maybe, but Squonk does exactly what Squonk does.
His best.
The gray and black one, the short-haired one, she kind of sits up and she says, "What was your name?"
Crucio Tawntail.
Pleasure to meet you, Crucio. My name is Abaddon, Destroyer of Hearts. Literally.
Well, Abaddon, Destroyer of Hearts, literally. I am heir to the Dark Throne. And I'll see if that has any meaning to them.
No. They just kind of like cock their heads and look at you. What Dark Throne? What chair do you sit on?
The chair I sit on will be the comfiest, most pillowy seat in the entire world when all of this is said and done. And I'll extend my claws and cast green flame blade out of them.
Ooh, and they both kind of like put their paws. Oh, the white and black, or the white and gray one is very taken by this, and she says, "You're just like one of our friends. He probably wouldn't be very happy with you being down here, but how did you get down here? We closed the gate."
A gate is but a trivial matter when it comes to encountering ones as beautiful as yourselves.
And you just, like, on a whim came down here into the sewers with a bunch of weird creatures?
These aren't weird creatures. These are the most
You
perfect
probably
servants
were.
if ever there was one.
You called us perfect.
Squawk. Squawk agrees.
Okay, cool. I would like the group to make an intelligence check, please.
I was like an intelligence save. Fuck me.
Fuck.
15.
Yeah, check.
An 11.
Hey, 11.
0.
These cats, man, they all look the same. You have no idea. You are probably a little colorblind, and probably a little, like, you got a little water in them.
I differentiate by voices, and all I know is Crucio has the baritone.
Yep.
Yes.
Grigori, what did he get?
4.
Cool. You're not about this life. You don't really want to be here. You don't care if your friend gets laid. But the other ones, you notice the long-haired white and gray cat has a little kind of a tuft missing, a little poof is missing from her chest hair. And you can discern that this might be the cat that you've been chasing. So, like...
Squawk. Brothers, this is our quarry.
No, there's no rocks down here.
Claudius taps the ground a few times with his claw. The thief.
Huh?
Seems one of you has gotten up to a little bit of burglary.
Oh, like taking stuff? The other the other cat just rolls her eyes.
Yes, as the humans describe it.
Yeah, no, I totally needed that.
Needed what?
That little like birdie thing.
I'll look at this one, and I'll say
Which one is that?
the one that's not Abaddon, because you only gave me one name.
Right, you haven't asked the other one. The long-haired cat.
Yes, you there,
Yeah?
long-haired cat.
My name's Roxanne.
Roxanne, I know it now.
I didn't even have to ask. You offered it freely.
Trivial. Why would you need such a thing?
And as you ask this question, you hear from the shadows behind you, "Why indeed?" And as you all turn, you turn around and see the darkness seems to take the form of a shadowed creature as it emerges. You see one paw, and then the dark creature continues to move into the light until all that remains in the shadow is the tail. The darkness seems to have taken form of a black cat. Its piercing green eyes look across the group. You look like a motley crew. And that's where we're taking our first break.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much for running this
Are there
game.
multiple breaks?
No.
I did it!
Yeah. See. Okay. So to everyone who's here, we've realized that I always say that we'll go into our first break of the evening. But there is no first break. There is just the one. So we are going to be going into our one break for the evening. We are going to try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So don't go no place unless it is to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to bit.ly/adventure merch, where you can find yourself the proud owner of one of these. A tank top that looks like I don't even wear it. But there are also some excellent mugs, as well as a bunch of other great stuff. I'm still trying to figure out how to get our spring break screen on there and keep the artistic integrity intact. It is proving very difficult for some reason, because Streamlabs, why can't I import a 1920 by 1080 thing into you? That's fine. But, guys, we are going to try...
Ask it nicely.
I honestly haven't tried. I've only yelled at it and used explicit words.
Caress it. Love it.
I'll show it my feet. I can't show it on stream, but maybe it's into that sort of thing. So, I am going to try and serenade Streamlabs with my feet, and we are going to be back right quick. So, don't go anywhere, guys, and we will see you soon. All right, everybody.
Bye.
Quack.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We just got done with our break. Before we go into to the rest of the game, I would like to remind people that we do have a giveaway going on, where you can win some awesome prizes from Elderwood Academy, as well as Die Hard Dice. And if you have Twitch Prime, you get one free subscription every month. So if you are looking on possibly finding a easy way into our Discord community and helping support the channel, the easiest way to do that is through your free sub. And then you get access to things such as the Yee emote or the smiling DM face, which honestly, I love the Yee emote so goddamn much. But that is going to be it for... Oh, there's a dog on screen. That is going to be it for my bits. So, LB, where do you leave us? What's going on? I'm scared.
So you guys are in a warmly lit room for the middle of the night. Two lovely lady cats stand before you, and something has just emerged from the shadows and has said, "Well, this looks like a motley crew." And as you guys look at this cat, you notice there's something weird about it. It is moving not right. It seems like its voice is just a little off sync with its mouth movements, and he's not blinking.
Squonk.
I'm assuming you're the one that doesn't come from a land of fish.
It kind of sniffs the air. You feel as if you're covered in darkness, don't you?
I look down at my fur. Just... Possibly. What does it matter to you?
I am made of the dark, and I will not have you taking my throne. And he is going to pounce. Roll initiative!
Oh no!
It is you!
Squonk.
I am the heir to such throne!
Onward! 14.
That is a dirty 20 for me.
And a 19 for me.
Sorry,
16.
19?
Yes.
16.
I got a 13.
Okay, and I'm sorry, Claudius, what did you get?
14.
14. All right, lovely. All right, we got... While I get this set up, you guys, this creature cat, you are very certain that this is not a normal cat. In fact, it doesn't even look alive. And as it lunges towards Claudius, Squonk, you have your first move. What would you like to do?
Squonk is going to burp, and you see a bulge in his throat start coming up. And as it's like big, his neck is puffed out several inches from what it normally is, his scrawny seagull neck. And as it gets up to the top, he opens his mouth, and there's a light from inside of his mouth, and fire shoots out of it. Because a long time ago, Squonk found a circlet of scorching and ate it.
Solid.
And now it lives inside of him.
You are gonna attack who are you attacking?
I am attacking the Cat of Darkness, because if there's one thing that Squonk knows, is that light dissolves darkness.
That is gonna be some bad harbor.
But he doesn't know that it's fire. So
Fair enough. So what do I need to do?
let's see. I just need to
Or are you
I just need to make an attack roll.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes it does.
Okay.
Sorry, yes it does.
Okay. Let's see. That is 11 fire damage.
Fire damage. All right, you see this fire wash over this cat, and as you've seen before, you know that fur plus fire or light, bad news bears. This fire washes over this creature as if it didn't hurt it very much.
Okay. Hold on. I'm looking at the actual rules of the thing to make sure do I only get one blast or 3? Let me check, because I might get 3. Oh, I can
Per round.
I can only use it once per long rest.
Okay.
But I do get 3 blasts because it's the Scorching Ray spell.
Cool.
So I'm gonna make both of my other attacks at this thing.
Do it.
Squonk! Squonk! Squonk!
Wings, please try this.
Squonk, son of dragons.
Gwen would fucking love this bird.
Let's see. 15.
Call him Dova Squonk.
15 does not hit.
Okay. And the last one is a 17.
17 hits.
Okay. That is 7 fire damage.
Cool. Again, it does not do as much as you are used to it doing, but it does hurt it.
And then for my bonus action, you see Squonker, and the bulge goes back down his throat, and then squawk, and he goes into a frenzied rage.
He does the pullback and the yell.
Yes.
And it reverberates in this room, and you guys all can feel the rage coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, our little scorpion friend, you are up next. What would you like to do?
All right, how far am I away from it?
You are within 10 feet.
Go up to him and poke him with a dagger.
Do it.
Pretty 20.
Nice, that hits. Roll your damage, and he is right up on Crucio, so you can get your sneak attack. Rogues, bruh.
I wasn't thinking about sneak attack.
Sorry?
So I wasn't even thinking about that at first. That's going to be 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then bonus action, I'll poke him again.
Poke him again.
Wait, I'm sorry, 10 damage. I didn't add my modifier.
Oh, dang.
And that was with your sneak attacks?
Yeah, I rolled a 1 and a 3, and then a 2 on the d4.
Solid.
And the second hit's going to miss with a 8.
Okay. So these are your claws, right? Or do you have a little piece of glass or something?
I'd like to think just like a little kind of piece of glass or something.
All right, cool. So you see Grigori run up and, scurry up, and he is going to stab at him with one of his well-known made items or found items, a little piece of glass, and then he's going to try and poke him with his other claw, snap at him. And the first one makes purchase, the second one does not. Next up is this demon cat. And he is going to attempt to bite at our friend Crucio. Crucio, I'm going to try to hit you. I roll a 7, so I don't. But he comes at you, he tries to bite you, and he misses with his bite. He does not get a claw attack, so he's just going to kind of shift so that he is putting the two of you in front of him, and so there's no one next to him anymore. Next up is Took.
Took almost nonchalantly about the entire situation, like hops over to the cat, looks up at it, and tilts his head, and then you see his tongue dart out and like smack it.
Roll an attack, please.
Plus 5 is 16.
16 does hit.
And I'm going to burn a key point to Flurry of Blows, which is Took jumping in the air and spinning his tongue like a whip.
I love it. Do it.
So that's 2 additional attacks, I believe. Right?
I believe so, with the monk.
And that's not going to hit. And that's 15 plus dirty 20.
That hits.
So I deal
2 hits.
4 and 3 is 7 and 2 and 5 is, sorry, math, 12 points of bludgeoning damage from my tongue.
Solid. And that's it?
Yeah, tongue retracts into his mouth.
All right, Claudius, you are up.
Sweet. So Claudius is. Go ahead.
He has to make a. What is it? What are you? Sorry, he has to make a.
Oh, Indor,
Strength
can you...
saving.
Oh, he has to make a strength saving throw?
Actually,
Indor, did you update the overlay?
I thought that I did. I did not. This whole time. I will do that right now. Thank you.
He has to make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone.
He does not, so he falls on his little kitty belly.
Oh, nice.
All right, Claudius, you have a prone cat in front of you. What are you gonna do? Well, cat in
Okay. So Claudius is going to say foul mammal and declare a vow of enmity using his channel divinity against this. I mean, he's going to get it anyway, but...
Oh.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And, you know what? This is a one-shot. I'm going to go ahead and blow my smites. So he's going to attack with... Well, let's see if he attacks first. So.
Yeah, especially if
Gonna
this
hit
is
it
the only encounter, you know? It's a good thing to do that.
Right. So that would be a 16 to hit.
16 hits?
Okay. All right, let's see. So that would be 12 crab damage, bludgeoning. So
Crab damage.
What does it look like as you attack him?
It's a crab battle.
So basically his large claw just glows for a moment, and he just kind of scuttles up and just like this quick like tap, like just, and it just like kind of explodes in radiant energy.
Okay. You see that the radiant energy kind of makes him recoil, and he curls up a little bit into a ball. It seems to have made him not very happy. All right, next up, you see emerging from down the halls as this cat has cried out a little bit from these attacks. You see 3 large rats coming down, and they they just have their tails straight up in the air, and they say, "For the Dark Lord!" And they're going to attempt to attack you guys.
More mammals. Ugh.
All right, so they are gonna go. One is gonna go for Claudius. One is gonna go for Grigory, and one is gonna go for Took, since he is right there. All right. First one on Crucio is going to be a plus 4 to hit, so that is a 17. Does that hit?
Who's that?
Sorry, Crucio, right?
14 does hit, yes.
All right, and he is going to do a bite attack. So you are going to take... Ooh! It's 3 damage from this bite attack.
Motherfucker! That's smart!
The next one on Claudius is... Ooh, rolled a natural 1. You know what? You have not been doing well. You can sit over there in the corner.
You know, he can stay.
No, it can
You can hang out.
stay.
All right, next one is on Grigori, and that is, I assume that it has advantage because there are pack tactics. Still doesn't hit. I assume a 9 doesn't hit. Okay. All right, and that is their turn. Next up is Crucio. What would you like to do?
So there are a bunch of these other fuckers that showed up and said, "For the Dark Lord."
Yes, so there are 3 rats, and
Rats.
3 rats,
Yuck.
the demon cat, and your lady friends.
Okay, I needed to write that down. And a rat just bit out at me?
Yes, it did.
How dare. I realized that my shadow, I forgot to roll initiative for it. I don't know how you prefer to play that, if my shadow and I go on the same turn, or if it goes on its own initiative order.
I think going with you is probably best.
All right.
For me, because there's a lot to keep track of.
So I am going to have the shadow go and try and basically distract the rat that is currently on me.
Sure.
And I will look over and make eye contact with Abaddon and Roxanne and give them a very Crucio TM wink as I cast Green Flame Blade again, and this time I'm going to swipe into the cat in front of me with my shadow having used a help action, so that way I can try... it's distracted, so I can get advantage when I swipe.
The rat or the cat?
The rat. Because the rat was the one that did me in, and I am a spiteful motherfucker.
You're a cat.
I am a cat. And like a cat, batting at things, I hope sometimes, really helps. So that is going to be an 8.
Nope.
Nope.
Your shadow starts plucking at the rat's tail, but it is undeterred, and your claw goes high on the rat.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to do anything else?
No. Wait. How far away are these? How far away are the hot cats?
They are about 10 feet away from you.
All right. As a bonus action, I will cast Misty Step over behind these two cats, and I'll lean forward and say, if you fight with me now, both of you could be my queens.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
All right.
Why pick one?
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
That is probably not enough. An 8.
Okay. The white Roxanne. I don't have to. You know their names now. Roxanne kind of looks at you, and her fur poofs up a little bit, and she's like, And you see Abaddon looks at you, looks at the cat on the ground, looks back at you, and you see her hair start to stick up on her neck. She's not very happy with you.
I see. Not really into the whole doubles thing. Got it.
Yeah. All right. Next up are your lady friends. Abaddon, being none too pleased that you have injured or been a part of injuring her man. She is going to do a claw bite on you since you're right here, you know.
No, look, I understand you're feisty.
Let me just double check. Okay.
Christian's getting excited over there.
Use one of your... All right. So since one of her allies is next to you, she is going to get advantage on her attack.
Now, is it in this situation? Is it her ally or my ally?
I mean, they're BFFs, so
shit.
She might find you attractive, but so that is going to be a 23 to hit on the bite.
Yeah, that'll hit.
and an 18 on the claw attack.
Both hit.
All right, so you are going to take. That is 16 damage on this claw bite.
Crucio is totally down.
Abaddon is a mean bitch. Let me tell you, internet. She is next to me and she's cleaning herself, but oh howdy, she hates other cats. All right, next up is gonna be Squonk.
Squonk! Squonk, in a frenzied rage, lets out his battle cry. How high up how tall is this room that we're in?
The room is fairly tall. It does have access. There is a hole that has access to the street above. You're not sure where, but I would say it's about 30, 40 feet up.
Okay. I am going to fly straight at the rats. And I'm going to make an attack at one of them with my big old stick. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's a natural 19. I assume that hits a rat.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, let's see, that's Not bad. That is 15 bludgeoning damage.
Woo! Okay, what is it?
Stick damage.
So you go and you smack. What do you explain to me? What happens? Tell me what you do.
It's just like with a squawk, and just this stick appears in his beak, and in a fluff of feathers, and a furious fowl makes his attack. I just like thrashing about. I'm gonna just smack this thing upside the head with a stick.
Perfect. You hit this rat and it goes flying. It hits the wall, falls down, and is no longer moving. You have taken out one of the rats.
Okay, I would like to. Okay, so that was my bonus action because I'm frenzied raging, and I would like to use my action to attempt to pick up one of the other rats and fly as high as I can. It's like a grapple.
Okay, yeah, make a grapple attempt. This rat is going to attempt to, with its -2.
That is a natural 20 on athletics.
It got a 0.
Okay, let's see. So, if I think the highest I could get up would be 20 feet.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna fly as high as I can.
Okay.
So before I let it go.
Okay. Would you like to drop it this turn or drop it next turn?
I will drop it after spending some of my movement next turn.
Okay.
To go
Indoor,
even
look
higher.
up fall damage because I don't want to.
It's
All right.
1d6 per 10 feet.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Most
Grigori.
important DM stat.
Yeah. Right.
Very important.
Golden gods! Jumps.
I don't have enough dice for this. Wait, what do you mean?
Who's immediately next to me?
You have a rat, and you have the cat is still prone next to you.
I'll go for the prone cat.
Do it.
Do I get advantage for melee against prone?
Yes, you do. Chat. Nice.
Crap.
That's a natural 20.
Woo! Roll them
Bwomp, 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 bwomp.
Uh-huh.
You do twice the dice or double what's rolled?
Whatever you choose, though, as a DM, I do prefer rolling double dice because I love to roll dice.
Yes.
That's the right way to do it. IMO. Roll them dice. That's why we play this game.
Yeah.
I think it says in the PHB that it's double dice.
I think so, but that's 23 damage.
Woo!
Ooh.
And that's slashing damage, right?
Piercing.
Okay, piercing. Yeah. All right, cool. He was none too happy about that, and it is now his turn. He is going to stand up, and he is going to shift a little bit. So he's going to get Grigori and Crucio in this, and he is going to do an attack called a screech, where he yells, and because you guys are animals, you can hear "Mother!"
So, he moved away from us?
No, he just shifted so that he's like.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So he's gonna shift. So he's.
Wait, so he's hitting. So he's hitting me as well?
No, I'm sorry. You moved. So it'd be Grigori and Claudius. You're.
Yep,
fighting.
I'm right over him still. So.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Saint Claudius himself.
Yes. So you must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
My cheat sheet, because I don't do well with reading screens.
No, I don't want to roll that one.
I have special glasses that allow me to do it easier.
That's a 6.
A 15.
15. Okay. With the 6, Claudius, you take 8 damage, and you are pushed back 10 feet. And then you take 3 damage, Grigori. And then you are not pushed. and you see that a bunch of blankets kind of go flying and stuff. And everyone in this room can just hear this cat screech as if this cat was telling his mother that he has finished his food.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The
All
Dark
right.
Throne.
Next up is going to be Took.
All right. What was the
Fool of a
damage?
took.
How many rats left? How many
There are
cats?
2 rats, this cat, and you're not sure about the 2 cats behind. One seems to have attacked Crucio. You're not. The other one's kind of giving him the fluffy eyes, the big eyelash.
I'm gonna interpose myself between the 2 rats.
Cool.
And
I have one of the rats and I'm flying up.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna move over to the other rat,
It's only fun when there's more of you.
and I'm just gonna whap him again with my tongue.
Do it.
13.
13 definitely hits.
Bonus action. 17 and that doesn't hit. 4 and 3 is 7 and 2 and 3 is 5. Another 12 bludgeoning damage.
All right, cool. What does it look like?
Oh, like a Mortal Kombat finisher, his tongue goes straight through the rat's skull, and it just like hangs there in the air for half a second before he whips his head back.
Gross.
And he's here.
Okay, I've seen the new Mortal Kombat stuff, and it is horrifying.
It is amazing.
It is horrifying.
Hashtag not
This is-
sponsored.
Hashtag
But could be. Mortal Kombat, if you want to sponsor our D&D stream.
Let's stream it and watch LB just go, oh my god!
Ugh.
I will make a Mortal Kombat one-shot. If they decide to sponsor us, I'll
I'm
do
I
it.
want to play in that.
Claudius, you are up.
I just want to say that move has solidified Claudius's disgust with tongues.
Fair enough.
Just so Crucio is down, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Wait, he's down? Like he's
Yeah,
back
I
down?
was at 15 and you hit me for 16 and I just bang.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna scuttle up to Crucio, reach out with my little claw, and touch his unconscious body, and give him 5 points of HP. Lay on hands.
Lay on claw.
Lay on claw.
By the power of the Claw Father.
The Clawfather.
The Father and Claw.
He hits
The
with the
father
big
and
claw.
claw.
He heals with the tiny claw.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
he does.
And I guess that's my action. So I'm just gonna stay here. So
All right, cool. Next up is the rat, the one left that is in your hand, and he's going to attempt to bite you because, actually, the rat is gonna in your wait, is it in your beak?
I have him clasped between my two webbed feet.
Your feet.
It's like
are
a rat
touching.
burrito. Yeah. it's like-
All right, I dig it. He is going to turn up to you, and he's going to say, "Hey, look, man, this is just a side gig. I don't want to die for this cat. He's just a dick."
I look down at him. Squawk!
All right, so
Eyes completely red. Like,
and he's going to attempt to bite you as he is scared for his life, and he is going to get an 8. Does an 8 hit you?
no, it does not.
It is very scared, and it is burritoed. That is the end of the rat's turn. Crucio, it is your turn.
So I am going to have my shadow go up to I'm gonna have my shadow go up to the other shadowed cat and start like fucking around with it, just being a big old spooky shadow.
Okay. Is it engulfing the cat?
I'll say yes. It's
Okay.
apparently okay. I've been playing 5th edition for like 5 years now, and I did not know that familiars can't attack things. I just found out about that today. So hey everybody, welcome to my learning journey. So I'll have it like wrap itself around this creature if possible.
Okay, so as your shadow begins to move over this cat, you start to be unable to determine what is shadow and what is cat, as it seems to be disappearing within the shadow.
I am going to extend my paw out towards it while I'm sitting there, and I'll look over at Roxanne and just say, You picked a dead king. You should have picked one that's going to live. And I'll try and cast blindness on this other cat. So it needs to make a Constitution save.
Okie dokie. That is a 13.
Fuck. I am really not that great as a spellcaster.
Yes! I mean, oh, sorry.
Oh my god. Wait, so question.
Yeah.
Would it have had disadvantage from my shadow fucking with it?
No, because it lives in shadows.
Well, fuck me then. That's fine. Okay. As you were.
Because as we all know, black cats on black things are just gone.
They're voids.
They're voids. And you never know if it's there, especially on a chair.
It's true.
Moving on, Abaddon is unimpressed, as Roxanne is a little like, I don't know what you did, but it looked cool. And Abaddon is going to attempt. My Abaddon is very confused why I keep saying her name, but she is going to attempt to bite and claw you again.
Oh, it was Abaddon who did this the first time? I honestly
Yes.
thought it was Roxanne.
No, Roxanne was taken with you.
Well,
Abaddon is just a bitch.
yeah, she is. She's being really rude.
You heard me. All right. And that is a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Ooh, and a 7.
7 does not. I am better than a
Okay.
7.
All right.
I am a 10 out of 10 pretty kitty. Thank you very much.
And that is going to be 5 points of damage.
I go back down.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Oh shit.
I
Ow.
still got some
Uh,
lay on.
Roxanne is going to kind of look over at Abaddon, and she's going to be like, "You're being a bitch. He's really nice, and you know, Frankie was kind of a dick to us like the whole time. Why can't we just like deal with this one instead of deal with the other one?" And Abaddon's like, gives her this look. You know the look that cats give, where their like eyes kind of close and it kind of goes to slits, like they will murder you in your sleep. That's the look that she's giving Roxanne right now. Moving on, Squonk. What would you like to do?
Squawk! I fly up 10 more feet
Okay.
and then let go of the rat.
Okay. So you are a total of 30 feet up in the air.
Yes.
Okay. You kill it. It unceremoniously falls to the ground, breaking its neck upon the stone cold floor beneath.
Squawk! Where is the shadow cat?
You look down and you see blackness. You can see a tail flicking out of it, but you're not quite sure. It looks like the cat might be invisible
Okay.
in the shadow.
Yeah, letting out another mighty battle cry, Squonk is going to spend his movement to fly straight down at this spot
Okay.
and make his reckless attacks.
Do it.
All right, so my action attack,
Mhm.
recklessly, Well, thank God I did that recklessly. Are you? I just rolled 2 ones in a row.
Oh, that nice across the room.
Ouch.
Vanished.
Ouch.
Ouch, indeed.
Okay, a second attack recklessly. Okay, that's good. Redemption. That is a natural 20.
Woo! All right.
This die
Let's
has
do
been
it.
redeemed. Okay, let's see. 2, 7. That is 19 bludgeoning damage.
Woo!
Squawk!
Squonk
Just
is kicking ass
flailing about.
with your stick, right?
Yeah, with just my stick.
Yeah. Okay. This guy, if you could see him, he's looking pretty rough. And Grigori, it is your turn.
Can my stinger be used on a bonus action? Since I have 2-weapon fighting,
Yes?
like use the dagger for the main attack, and then for the second attack, use the stinger.
I'll allow it.
All right, I'll go for the dagger attack first. That is a 18 total.
18 hits on the cat, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No sneak attack though.
Well, Squonk is right there, so yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Squawk is all up in that business.
Mm-hmm. You just don't get advantage.
14 on the first hit.
Woo! Holy shit.
And
Squawk.
the stinger hit is a 16 to hit.
16 just hits.
Alrighty, then he takes 1 point of piercing damage, and then I need a, I guess it's a Constitution save.
Okay. That's a 14.
What would the DC for that be? I'm pretty sure that would make it just for it being a general attack, but you didn't give me a DC for that one.
Didn't.
I know usually racial things are like 13 or 12.
Yeah, it would
It's-
probably. Go ahead.
I was gonna say normally it is 8 plus your ability modifier plus proficiency. So whatever you believe is causing the sting, is it Dex or Strength?
I mean, it'd be Dex because he's a rogue.
Okay, so it would be 8 plus your Dex modifier plus your proficiency, and then that is the saving throw.
Then yeah, it saves. It only takes 3 damage instead of 3 poison.
Okay, that 3 poison damage though, that'll do it. How does Grigori end this mofo?
Just like stab him with a little shard of glass at first, and then get frustrated that he's still there, and just poke.
Because
Just
I love
poke him
that
right on the butt.
because his tail's sticking out. That's what you can see, and you can see the tail's flicking, and then it slows as the poison begins to take effect, and the dark cat stops moving. The shadow starts to fall away from him, and you see his form once more, and the black fur pulses slightly as an orange flame comes up off him, and then it turns purple, and his body sinks down and flattens as if there was nothing in it, and that purple flame goes and dissipates on the ground. It seems that there wasn't much to this cat beyond its perhaps demonic form. All right. Next up is Took. What would you like to do? There are no more rats. There is one cat who's still pretty pissed off, and there's one cat who is making sexy eyes at Crucio.
Dead Crucio, but Not dead,
down.
knocked
Crucio.
down, Crucio.
She's a little pissed off at Abaddon right now.
So, you versus all of us. Them's the odds.
She kind of looks at Roxanne. She was staring at Roxanne, and she looks to you, and then looks down and sees this little frog being buff and talking shit to her, and then she looks over and sees the body of this Frankie, this demon cat who has gone back to the Nine Hells, and she will kind of look around her as the rest of you are kind of forming up on her, and she's going to give a
Squawk.
she's going
I've got a taste for blood.
she's going to hiss and then sit down and begin to clean her paw. And Claudius, it is your turn if you would like to.
Okay, so we got one pissed off cat. That's all we have.
She has kind of resolved herself. She sat down and she is
Okay,
cleaning
well
her-
then I'm just gonna put 5 more points into Crucio to wake him up.
Mhm. Roxanne is going to go over to Crucio and kind of lick his fur a little bit. Are you okay?
Even though I was healed from Sir Claudius, I'm doing so much better now. And I'll put my little cat paw up and like brush it against her face.
Oh. So like you were looking for something? Sorry, I kind of got there's a lot going on.
Well, I was looking for something, but I seem to have found a queen along the way. Now, you wouldn't happen to know where I could find Mr. Feathers, would you?
That one has feathers.
Squawk.
Points to Squonk.
No. My humble servant is not what we're looking for currently. No, I seek a stuffed creature. One that the humans would enjoy.
Oh.
My
and she
future
kind of,
sacrifices require it for their nesting.
So like I kind of gave it to well, you know, like the dog father.
You gave it to Don Biggie Badwolf himself.
Who? No, the dog father. You guys can make a history check. Did he call him dog father too?
Yeah, that was the name.
Ben was so excited that he came up with that.
Sir Claudius has no idea.
I got a 2 on my roll. I'm more focused on this cat's limitless eyes.
The cat's meow,
Yes.
if you will.
Oh, I insist.
Well, Took. RJ, roll a
Sorry.
history check. You
You
are not allowed on my streams anymore.
Are you kidding? Natural 20.
Really?
Yeah, you want the cam up? I have to move
No.
it.
I believe you. You have heard of this figure. Also, what we will call him from now on is not the dog father. He is known as the Destroyer of Fluff.
No.
He is the big boss down in the sewers. He, you know him to be a very large dog. With your role, he's not very hairy. He's got a lot of he's got gray fur, and it's a little bit tan on him. It's hard to see. You've heard that his breath is just the worst, and he's really drooly. Which you don't really care about being an amphibian, but like, yeah. But you know that a lot of people, I'm sorry, Abaddon is staring at me now because I've been talking about her so much. But you know that a lot of the animals in the sewers will pay tribute to him for protection and for, like if they want something done, they'll but stuffed animals are definitely his favorite because he will rip them apart and add them to his massive bed.
Two cops on top of like Crucio's head.
Well, friend, I think you're screwed.
I'm going to sit and next to Roxanne and say, I wouldn't say that we're screwed. On the contrary, I just need to rest up a little bit, and then I'm sure if we just spoke to him, we could get this Mr. Feathers back with no problem.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you'll get along swimmingly, like cats and dogs.
Squonk.
I will have you remember, I can cast spells.
Yeah, and he's probably bigger than you and
So
can rip your head
beat
off.
him up. Fuck you.
Squonk will challenge him to single combat. Oh, yeah.
We all know Squonk will win. But
Yeah, Squonk will win, but for the honor, wouldn't you do it?
Can poke him.
Squonk will be your champion.
that is honoring in of
Honorable.
itself to be my champion.
God, we're friends like these.
Who needs enemies?
Who needs
Squawk.
anemones? So Roxanne is going to look at you like, so I gave him that like an hour ago, so I mean maybe a little bit less than that, but if you want to get it back, I mean, as much as I'd love you to stay, if you want to get it back, you should probably go.
Roxanne, was it?
Yes. And she kind of like flicks her tail
And I will like brush my poofy cheeks up against hers, and I'll say, in 2 hours' time, return to the place where you stole Mr. Feathers. I'll be waiting. And then I just continue walking off.
She swoons a little bit. Abaddon is just, and she continues to clean herself.
Squonk.
Oh, to the right, when you get to that thing, the 4 thing.
If I had a thumb to thumbs up, I would, but it's just the cat paw up and then continue on.
As you're swaying down, you look back in your tail. Blah, 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 blah. I assume the rest of you follow?
I'm along for the ride.
Who are you riding
I
on?
forgot I had the frog on my head this whole time.
Yeah, it's because like
Talking shit right on your head.
All right. You've been wondering why she like isn't totally making eye contact. She keeps looking at your ears for some reason.
It's like that. It's like that Mummers show. They had an opening vignette where they just focused on looking at each other's foreheads while they spoke. It's like you're always making eye contact with them.
Anyway, so you continue down. You, I assume, follow the directions. Take the right.
Squonk.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and you guys, through the twists and turns, you travel down the tunnel, and in front of you is a opening where there is an open chamber, and on the other side of it is a smaller doorway, smaller in like people terms, but it's pretty good for you guys. A human could probably crawl through it, but for you guys, it's easy walking. On either side, there are dogs. One side is a large dark dog with blood red eyes, and on the other is a small, tiny thing with short fur. Beyond that, you can see down into another large chamber, and inside you catch a glimpse of what you think to be the Dawn Father. They have not yet spotted you. What would you like to do?
did we take a short rest? Because that's important for some of us.
You can if you'd like.
I would love to.
Me too.
Really
Short
would
rest.
love a short rest.
Oh, are you doing it just right here, or where did you guys want to do it?
Before heading out.
Yeah, before heading out. Sounds good.
Chilling with the ladies.
Oh, you know it.
Duke just like raises a small padded hand up to his mouth like a shush. For what's it, Roxanne?
He doesn't know I'm here.
She's just like,
And as we're leaving, then after taking this short rest, I will have definitely tried to smooth up Abaddon as well, if possible. Just why not?
She is not having it, and she hisses at you, and she does the no claw bat at you, and then like runs over to a corner and lays down.
I put my paw up and just say, I respect your decision. If you wish to remain as peasantry, that's entirely on you.
Fuck.
And I'll
Got him.
continue off.
Fucking got him.
Okay.
There's a tiny frog paw that extends past your vision for a low 5.
Just bat upwards. Or I guess
Adam,
like
I hate you. What, low paw?
yeah, low paw. I have to like kind of bring it up, and it's like the top of the paw because I can't twist over.
Yeah. Boop.
All right. So now you guys, after your long rest or your short rest, you guys are going to move on to the tunnel. To what I was saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
To this dog father.
So before we go in, how far are we from these two dogs? About?
I would say about probably 30 feet. This is a pretty big chamber.
Okay. I'm going to use Divine Sense. So I'm going to detect good and evil. So, location of any celestial fiend, undead within 60 feet.
I'm gonna say you don't sense any like fiend or undead or anything like that. You do sense evil. One might say pure evil. And it's coming from the little dog. But it's more of an alignment thing than it is like
Sir, the small one is very mean.
They always are.
All the hate.
Dog,
All
dogs
that
are the worst of all mammals.
truly.
Oh.
Truly indeed, Sir Claudius.
As we walk past, Took just goes,
Sup, bitches?
you guys are just going to attempt to walk in.
Yes.
So.
All right. The big one is going to see you and sort of step in front of the door, and he sits his butt down, blocking the doorway. And the little one just says, "Do you wish to speak to the Dawn, Father? Destroyer of love."
No creature blocks Squonk's way. Oh, yeah. And I fluff up my feathers as much as I can.
I will eat you and make you into a pillow.
Is this the little one? Is
Yes.
it like a chihuahua?
Yes.
Squonk has eaten bigger pieces of trash than you.
It is going to growl at you and attempt to make an intimidation.
Can I intimidate it back?
You definitely can try.
I'm going to roll intimidation back at it. Ha ha!
You got a dirty 20.
As did I.
So you see these two like going like head to head. The big dog is just kind of looking like he doesn't know what to do. Normally people don't talk to the little dog like this. And he kind of the little dog is like making eye contact with Squonk, and they're kind of just like really angrily staring at each other, and then he's going to kind of look over at Crucio, and he's, "Are you hanging out with a cat?"
He's one of my most loyal subjects.
"These are all yours?"
Yeah.
You called us loyal.
Bless. What do you want?
I come for a thing. It was taken from the tiny dragonkin. That shall soon be under my sway as well. However, it is crucial to my plans.
You want to talk to the Dawn Father?
Just words.
All right. But don't try anything funny. What's your name?
I am Sir Crucio Tawntail, heir to the Dark Throne.
The big one is going to look at you, and then he kind of cocks his head to the side. He's like, Oi, you're Marmalade. I've heard it. You're those little girls.
He called you Marmalade.
Yeah, I saw you wear a tinkly bell sometimes, right?
Squawk's Grill marmalade from child once was very tasty.
My name among the human folk is no concern of yours.
All right, Marmalade. Where's your frilly collar? And he kind of moves off to the side. The little one moves off to the side, and you guys are welcome to go in. He will announce as you descend the staircase. Let it be known that Crucio, Marmalade, the cat, is approaching the destroyer of fluff. And as you guys walk down this staircase, you see an open area, which probably did have water in it at some point. There is a drain on the bottom. And about halfway into the room, there is begins this pile. And when I say pile, it means it goes almost to the ceiling of just like torn apart toys. Fluff, stuffed animals, blankets are just mounded up on the back of this. And sitting atop of it is a very large dog, which Crucio, you know to be a mastiff. He's about
He's
5
massive.
times the size of you. Yeah, he's a big boy, and he is head down, laying on his pile of fluff. There are other dogs, and it looks like a human court. There are just a bunch of other dogs around. There are a few other animals. You see some geese. Excuse me. There are some frogs and other sewer-dwelling animals like snakes. And behind a crate, you see a nose sticking out of an alligator, and he can't quite fit through the grate, but that's kind of seems like his spot. His mouth fits through, and he can talk to people, but he can't really be in the room. So that is the room before you.
Squonk has never eaten one of those.
I hear they taste like chicken.
Mm.
Kind of like chicken.
I have a question for Squonk later. Do you guys approach?
Yes.
My feathered friend, I don't believe you want to eat that creature.
Why not, Brother Claudius?
I believe that creature would eat you.
Nonsense. No one eats squonk.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, another challenge.
So as you approach, the destroyer of fluff raises his head slowly off of the pile of fluff, and I would like for everyone to make a perception check, please.
Is this with sight?
Yes, it is.
Damn it.
Crucio, you can make it with scent.
Yes.
Troll
14.
20.
Woo! So 1.
14.
And 1. So
You-
for 5 total.
Okay, Grigori, there is a lot of weird creatures down here. You are uncomfortable. You're underground. You've seen a crocodile before. Yes, crocodiles are both in and out of water. And you know what they're about. You are more concerned about that. Squonk, you are thinking about a chicken leg that you ate the other day.
I stole it from some little girl. Yeah.
So delicious. Yeah, they cried a little bit, and it made you super happy.
Yes.
Everyone else, you can see a pile off to the side of this destroyed fluff mountain, and you see that there are 3 stuffed animals in there. Who rolled the natural 20?
I did.
Obvious. You can see that amongst these is what looks to be a very worn owl bear plushie. There is also a one that looks kind of like a cat, but it's got like X's on the eyes, and its fur is all matted, and it's like it looks kind of like a scared cat. And then the other one is a very hastily sewn, like it's like a duck, but it's like what we would know as a clip art of a duck. Like it's just kind of an outline with fluff in it. It's not that impressive.
I kind of tap Crucio on his paw, and I say, "Sir, I realize I have forgotten to ask. What are we here for?"
We're here for Mr. Feathers. It has a
Mr. Fiss.
a beaked
Is
face.
it that one or that one? And I point with the big claw. Is it that one or that one? To the duck and the owlbear.
Crucio just kind of has this moment of like, oh gods, I should have really paid more attention.
With your smell check, you know which one's yours.
The one that smells like the girls. That one. And I'll point towards the owlbear.
So as you approach, the destroyer Fluff raises his head, and he looks down upon you, and he kind of raises a brow, and a pile of drool comes off of his lip and just attaches to the ground. Yes.
Dawn, Father, I've come to bargain. And I'll take a few steps forward.
Bargain.
Yes.
Went to let me see. Verbal. I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Crucio. So you get +2 to your AC.
Not bad.
Solid. And he has posed the question, bargain for what?
I challenge you to a bargain for Mr. Feathers.
I don't think that's what you think it means.
Squonk.
What do you mean? I challenge you. I bargain you for Mr. Feathers.
And he kind of cocks his head, and he looks to his pile, and he looks... You mean... the toys?
Only one of them, yes. Give it to me and I'll leave you with your life.
Oh boy.
Squonk.
The room kind of goes silent at this.
And I sit there, my tail swishing, flicking very quickly behind me.
Squonk looks nervously at Crucio. Squonk.
Gryffindor just has his stinger on his tail, just like kind of poking up over his head, just ready, almost looking at the different creatures.
He is going to scan the group and sigh, and then he's going to slowly stand up, and as he does, he kind of arches his back and then bends forward.
Oh fuck, he's big.
Yes. And he's going to descend slowly and kind of walk behind you, and he sniffs you, as dogs do to cats, very not very nicely, like just like they don't know their own strength, and like you feel his wet nose kind of push you a little bit as he smells you.
I will just stay with my eyes facing forward and let this happen.
And what is this toy to you?
Have you ever been booped on your head? Or had kisses forced upon you?
He kind of looks down and walks to the front of the group, looking at you, looking down, directly down at you.
I am just dead looking straight at a point that is neither here nor there, but I am not looking at him. This Mr. Feathers would be the difference of head boops and kisses versus my freedom.
Do you have a keeper?
No. I have loyal subjects, and those waiting to be subjugated. All for the cause.
And you see him, his butt just like slams into the ground as he sits, and he starts laughing, and everyone in the chamber begins to laugh with him. I forget. Cats. And he kind of looks over to his subjects and shakes his head. You all think you are gods?
A god? No. Heir to the Dark Throne? Certainly. The greatest of my species? That's not even a question. It's a fact.
And you, and he kind of looks at the other ones, at everyone else in the group, and he's, why do you follow this howling creature?
We kind of just told you.
You believe him.
Why would we not?
Oh. You poor, simple creatures. Cat, what was your name?
I'm Crucio Tawntail, heir to the Dark Throne.
What do your people call you?
They call me Marmalade.
Marmalade. I once had a family. I once had a warm home. I had humans that fed me table scraps, and I became fat and happy. Sometimes life isn't about toys, the thrones, the subjects. Sometimes life is about what you get for free. And I got these for free. So what are you going to give me so that you can take the toy to your people?
I guarantee your freedom, sir.
Is it really yours to give?
After all is said and done and this world lies in ashes, yes.
Is there anything you can give me now?
Squawk! The fight of your life, brother.
Ass whoopings are free.
Squawk!
Just like Nux Squonk.
You have a loyal following. I can see that. You command presence and attention.
Squonk seeks to prove himself against the best. You look like a challenge for Squonk, brother.
If you wish to fight me, then it shall be so. And how do the rest of you fare?
Squonk!
Is everyone going along with this?
Yeah, like Claudius puts up his claw, just his one big claw, and snaps it a couple times.
And what are the terms of this battle?
Squonk looks at his friends.
If we
Do you wish to join Squonk in glorious combat, brothers?
Yes. If we win, Mr. Feathers is ours.
And if I win, you stay with me
Wait, what?
and become part of my throne.
Squawk! I nod vigorously.
A deal
must-
accepted.
You must all agree.
Eh.
Well, then I guess we must win.
Right. Peep, peep.
Then
Oh, hey.
combat.
Oh, sorry.
Good job.
Good.
Then combat it shall be. And he walks out to the middle of the floor, and you see him kind of crack his neck. Okay.
Go.
Let's roll initiative.
Yeehaw.
Crucio, if you lose, doesn't this mean you don't have to leave?
Seems I win either way coming out of this.
14.
18.
17 for Squonk.
Need to remember that Shield of Faith is concentration.
I also got an 18.
Okay. Grigori?
22.
22. Hot damn! Okie
Double
dokie.
proficiency.
It's true. Alright, let's do this. First up is going to be Grigori. What would you like to do?
Am I close enough to get to him?
Yes, you are.
Go up to him and I'll poke him.
Poke him, poke him.
And that is a 12 and a 16.
Neither hit.
Figured as much. Really low rolls.
Alright, next up is Crucio. What would you like to do?
I am going to do exactly what the small and the tall dog said not to do, and I am definitely going to get up to some funny business.
Alright.
I am going to cast Suggestion
Okay.
and say, if you simply give us Mr. Feathers, we'll be out of your way, and then the thing that you will have gained from us is your quiet time back.
It's a constitution.
It is a wisdom save.
Ooh, okay. That's a 13.
Fuck, I'm really not a good spellcaster. I am
Sorry.
a spellcaster.
Okay. Alright, next up, is that all you have?
I am going to have my shadow come up and start fucking with this wolf, so the next person who attacks it will have advantage as my shadow uses its help. And then I'm going to steadily walk around until I am very close to Mr. Feathers, if I can.
Solid choice. Alright, next up is Took. So is he doing the help action?
Yes.
Okay. So you can have advantage on your first attack?
Took turns around to look at the two dogs at the end. Are they coming or are they just watching?
Nope, they're watching. Everyone seems to be with bated breath.
Combating. All right. So. Going to.
I'm sorry, I just actually imagined this fight of a mastiff, a cat, and then there is a bird flying, and then there's these two little guys like poking at its feet.
There's a crab and a scorpion, and a frog getting ready on its hind legs.
Aww.
From Crucio's head, Took jumps off and will attempt to do a flying kick on the mastiff.
Do it.
Ooh, 22.
22 hits.
Cool. Bonus action. 2 more coming your way. That's not gonna. Definitely not gonna. 22 again. And then 3 and 6 and 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And he has to make a dex saving throw, DC 12.
I rolled an 18.
Well, fuck.
This guy cheats.
This
I
guy,
got no dice.
this guy fucks.
So you just had 2 attacks?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Next up is this dog, and he is going to go after Crucio because Crucio is being a dick. And he he's gonna move past Tuk and Grigori, and so you guys can make a attack on him if you'd like.
23.
That hits. Oh, honey.
Natural 3.
Bless.
Oh, 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
This is what happens when I put my child to bed.
Aw.
You should have had your child rolling the dice for you.
Stay
You
up.
don't have
I'm
to
playing
stay
Dungeons
Start
and
him young.
Dragons.
Seriously, ask Victor if I'm holding him, I get natural 20s constantly, 18s, 19s, everything. But as soon as I put him down, I cannot roll above a 10.
All right, so you are going to. All right, so he is going to try to attack you. He's going to do a gore attack.
Oh,
That is a dirty 20, and he is going to do a trampling charge with this. You must make a strength saving throw, please. That's you, Crucio.
Oh.
It's a 16 DC.
I'm assuming a 1 doesn't beat it.
No, so this dog has been moving very slowly. But as he very quickly starts picking up speed, and he puts his mouth around Crucio and knocks him to the ground. You are now prone. And he does. Sorry, when the DM makes that face, you know it ain't good. That's 15 damage.
All right, I'm still up. Okay. We're doing...
And he instead of knocking you over, I'm gonna say he picks you up in his mouth and kind of throws you down. And you're just gonna take an extra point of damage as he slams you in the ground.
Okay. I'm still good.
Meow. The DM is kind. And that is going to be his turn. So Squawk, it's your turn. Squawk!
Squonk! Squonk goes into another frenzied rage. Squonk! And is going to fly at this dog who's hurting his friend. And yeah, I'm going to make 2 reckless attacks.
Do it.
Okay. That's the first one. Okay, that is a 19 to hit.
A 19 hits.
Okay. First attack is 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Second attack, my frenzied attack. That is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And that is 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okie dokie.
Squawk!
How are you attacking him?
I'm just like flying over him and just whacking him with my stick. Like come around for another pass. I'm basically strafing him with the stick.
You are able to like fly across his back like like going over a mountain.
Yes.
And you are hitting him on the way. It's hurting him, but this guy's pretty tough.
This is some ace combat shit.
This is a big old dog. Yeah. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That's everything I can do.
Okay. Claudius, it is your turn.
All right. I'm Claudius going to say, "You dog, you foulest of mammals," and declare the vow of enmity. And which will give me advantage. I think is that what it is? Where is it? Lost it. There we go. Yes, I'll gain advantage on attack rolls, and then I'm gonna walk up and hit him.
Do it.
Well, that was a 2 and a 5 on the dice, so I don't think any of that hits.
No. So this crab
A 9.
scuttles up, and he's like, "Foul creature!" and then tries to snap, but his hand can't fit around this dog's leg.
Yeah.
You can't, like, it won't open wide enough. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That was my bonus action, and my action, I think I'm good. So.
All right. Cool. Top of the round. Gregory.
Alright. Gregory's gonna angrily try to stab again in frustration.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and make my bonus action be a stinger hit. Dagger, that's gonna be 21.
That hits. You guys are hitting.
Is anyone close to him to give me
Yeah.
sneak attack?
Yes. All of your friends are around him. He's that big.
Wheel on him!
That's only 9 damage on the first hit, and the second one is going to be a stinger.
Okay.
That's going to be 17 total.
To hit. That does not hit.
Alright, I guess that's my turn.
All right. Next up is Crucio. You are prone on the ground in front of this big old dog.
I am going to get up. And I am going to cast Green Flame Blade on my paws, and my shadow will help me out and distract this doggo while I go and fight. And I say, you would have made a most loyal subject, and I will go and try and claw at him with this fire. I don't, and that's
You
okay.
just scratch at him, and he just moves his head back.
And I look and just say, well, that wasn't exactly as intended, and I'll cast Misty Step and appear over by Mr. Feathers.
Okay.
And then
And is that
I'll just, like, pick up Mr. Feathers with my mouth and just, like, be holding it.
Aw. Duke, what would you like to do?
I have advantage, correct? Because thing is helping. The shadow.
No, is he
no?
helping? Is he still helping?
Yeah, the shadow helped for my turn, but it wouldn't be for after.
Okay. I'm gonna hit him once. Nope. Could I? Just the tongue darts out and hits the dog on the cheek.
Yeah, and he kind of just looks down at you.
Hey, fuck you.
Please let him just crit Took right now and kill him outright.
And I'm gonna
His
use
last words.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to use patient defense, so every attack on me is at disadvantage.
Cool. Now it's his turn.
Squawk!
And he is going to use his terrible breath. I kind of made this up, but I have a template. So you need to make anyone in a 30-foot cone.
Whoa!
Which I'm going to say, you are directly to his right, I pictured.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone else was attacking his butt. Yes?
Yeah, so it'd probably get me.
I disappeared
Except for
away.
you. You're gone, yeah. Squawk. You're above him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just Took. All
Oh
right,
no.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm actually okay at these. 14.
You make it. So you
Yay.
just take 6 points of I don't know. He's breathing on you, so like
Poison
psychic
damage?
poison damage. There you go, poison damage. You feel like you feel something like I don't know if frogs can vomit, but if you could, you feel the gases in your stomach, and you just manage to swallow it down, but your tummy is upset.
Ribbit.
Did not like that.
And he is going to. +4. Yeah, he does see you picking up the feathered friend, but he is not going to do anything just yet. The way the room is set up, you guys, you are on the upper half where the toys are, and the battle is happening in like the middle of the room in the bottom half because that's the only area there is, and then the door is beyond that bottom half. So you're probably gonna have to at least go close to him to get that out, just so we're aware. Unless you can Misty Step with it.
No, I used my last spell slot. So...
Squawk, it's your turn.
Squawk!
You have teammates.
I do have...
Work makes the dream work.
Yes. I mean, Squawk is in a rage.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna bish bash bosh recklessly, of course.
Do it.
Because this is how barbarians roll.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20. First attack.
Ooh.
All right. Let's see.
It doesn't hit.
6.
It's too high.
He has an ability where he negates a crit.
He's
Yep.
a death cleric. Oh my god.
That is 24 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh. He did not. You got him. You
Right on the snoot.
Oh yeah, you snoot, and it kind of went up his nose, and now he's got a little trickle of blood coming down.
All right, second attack.
None too happy about that.
Let's see. Does a 16 hit?
It does not.
Oh, drat.
Bonus action, movement. I assume your movement is just your.
Yeah, I'm just
Dive
whoosh,
bombing
whoosh,
him.
whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Yeah.
Cool. All right, Claudius. I just wrote Claw. Sorry, it's your turn.
Big.
All right.
Claws.
So, I'm just gonna try and hit him again.
Do it.
That's what I can do. That's well, okay. So that's 15.
15 does not hit.
Oh, well, okay. I'm having some trouble.
Oh no. Do you have a bonus action?
No, I'm gonna stick near him. I'm just gonna stay over here.
Cool. Because he will probably move away. Gregorius, it's your turn.
Try to poke him in the butt again.
Poke him in the butt.
Ah.
Well, I mean, his butt is really high up, so you're kind of hitting his ankles.
Poke him in the ankle, right on the bone.
Right. You did.
Especially with that natural 20.
Shoot him in the cankles.
Did you get another 20?
Nice.
Finally, it's turning around.
Damn. You guys are either missing like crazy or like critting.
Is there any in between?
It's the
Yeah,
old rule.
There's no in between.
These are the most perfect of servants.
You call us perfect again, guys.
How much damage do you do on this roll? Kitten, come here. I want to cuddle you.
27 piercing damage.
Woo!
Ooh.
He's definitely bloodied at this point.
And then I want to try to hit him with my stinger.
Do it.
That is a 19 total.
To hit?
Yes.
That just hits.
Alright, then he takes 1 piercing, and then I need a con save.
Doki. Does an 11?
No.
Okay. I was like, why do you have to think? Oh, Cool. So you have to do poison damage.
Yes, 6 poison.
6 points.
Yes.
Okay. And is he poisoned?
No.
I think it's just straight poison damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just poison.
Cool. Crucio, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I would like to confidently walk up to the Dawnfather with Mr. Feathers in my mouth. And then I will light my claws in a green flame blade and try and strike out, getting help from my shadow to try and strike out against.
Okay.
Wow, that's a really bad roll. Maybe the second one with the advantage will be better. It was a 19 on the die.
That hits.
So that's good.
The dirty.
On a hit, it suffers the normal effects, which is 2 points of slashing damage.
Ooh.
And a green flame leaps to another creature that I can see within 5 feet.
Who would you like to put the flame on? Well,
Is-
there's no one. Your friends are within 5 feet of him.
So really it just looked cool. Oh, it does 1 addition, or I guess it just does fire damage for my normal slice. So 2 points of fire damage.
3 points, so 5 points total.
No.
3
So
points
2
total?
points total.
It's just fire damage.
Solid. Yeah. Where do you hit him?
I am going to try and strike out at his underbelly.
Ooh, but he doesn't like that. He kind of like recoils a little bit, like, and he's like, "You creature are just like all the other cats," and he snarls at you. Took, it is your turn.
You call that?
And then regains composure.
Okay, you need to let's see, you need to make another saving throw.
Ooh boy.
Ooh.
That is 12.
The DC is 13, so you begin to vomit.
Oh.
As your action. But since you're a monk, you still have a bonus action. Can you attack with your bonus action if you do something else with your attack action?
I believe so.
I think you can just use your key point to do it, whether you attack.
I remember.
Do it. Use a key point and do it.
Okay. He throws up, and as he throws up, he looks back.
Okay. Blech.
Tongue 1. 18 on the die plus 5.
That hits.
23. 16 on the die plus 21.
That hits.
Okay. 2, 5, 6, 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Woohoo!
He has to make a strength dex saving throw. DC 12.
He has a +0. Ooh, he rolled a 13.
Ooh.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not used to being the DM, so like when I roll well, I get really excited, and then I'm like, oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Still
It
be
rarely
excited
happens
when you roll
on.
well.
Yeah, it rarely happens whenever I roll. So like,
All right, next up is the puppers, and he is none too pleased about this little kitty trying to be all up in his face, and this frog that is being mean to him, and this bird. He is none too pleased. So I'm going to say he's going to attempt to bite at Crucio again, and then he's going to try and squonk out of the air.
Squonk.
So this is for Crucio. This is 17 to hit.
yeah, that hits.
Oh, even with the shield of faith?
Yeah, I have 16 with shield.
Oh.
Can he do less
He
than
has a-
2?
No.
Cool, I'm down.
He has a +5.
Can he do
This is the reason I was
20?
holding on to those other points.
Can he do
and then he's gonna
20
go ahead.
points of damage, possibly?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna
Oh.
kill Titania's cat.
Yeah.
Are you though?
Thank the gods. I rolled a 10 and a 1, and it's +5.
I'm down.
Oh boy. Oh boy. And then he's going to try to attack Squonk
Quack.
in the air, and he does have reach on this. It's fucking huge. That is 12 plus 8.
Yes, a 20 hits.
All right. And that will be 15 damage.
Reduced to 7 because I'm raging.
Yes, it is, because it is a claw attack. All right, and then that is going to be the end of his turn. And as he does, he's going to gnaw at Crucio. Crucio goes down, and he's going to swipe at the bird, and he is going to lay down on the bear and on Crucio's tail.
Oh no.
Rude.
Squonk, it's your turn.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to just recklessly, because you lay down, is you technically prone, or?
I mean, I guess technically, yes. Yes, he is prone.
Okay. Then I won't recklessly attack.
Yeah,
He should have had advantage on the attack last round, so roll again just to make sure he doesn't crit me.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't-
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna attack him, not recklessly, because I don't need to. That's a 1, but I have advantage. Okay, that is a 17 to hit.
That does not hit.
Plus your strength.
Damn. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I haven't been adding my rage damage like this entire time. I've totally forgot about that. Whoops.
All right.
Yes, it's fine.
Do you have a
uh,
bonus attack?
Yeah, I have my bonus action attack.
Do it.
And that is a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. Oh, I need to remember to add my rage damage.
+2.
I am a dingus. Okay, that makes a big difference. So that is going to be 14 bludgeoning damage.
14 bludgeoning. He is a nun. Wait, hold on. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's looking real rough.
Squonk.
On death's door, as it would seem. He's getting real tired, guys. He's a big old boy.
Sun's
Claudius.
coming out, big
Sun's
guy.
going down.
Claudius. Okay.
It's your turn to shine, buddy. Hit.
Might him.
My friend. Okay. Yeah,
For the
let's go for
glory
it. Let's try and.
His,
Yeah.
his
The
AC.
glory of Hammerclaw. That is 16.
Oh.
Ah! Claudius is. You feel like you're doing work. Like you are going to town on this ankle, and he laid down, which means you are.
I've been rolling at advantage the entire time, and I haven't hit him.
Oh my god! I'm so sorry. I know how nights like that go. Do you have a bonus action?
Mm-mm. I do not. No.
All right. Grigori.
Disengage, but that seems like a dumb idea at this point. So.
Well, you could get up to Claudius or Crucio.
Yeah.
Butt right now.
Oh yeah, I can shift around too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll totally shift around to
Okay.
Crucio, and maybe.
You could want to sit on top of him and kind of impose yourself as crabs do.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I'm gonna get on top of Crucio and just be like intimidating as I can be.
Sounds good. Grigori, do your thing. Poke him with your little stabby thing.
21 to hit.
21, do it. How much damage have you done?
significant amount.
Rogues, man.
No one expects a scorpion. It's just.
That's why they're so good at hiding in boots.
That's true.
That is 16 points of piercing damage.
That is enough. How do you want to put down this pupper? Which, by the way, we're not killing anyone. Nobody's dying.
He's taking the big sleep.
He's gonna take a big old nap.
Just go to the same spot where Claudius has just been kind of like hacking at his ankle and just kind of sticking on up in there.
You hit him right in the Achilles. What a dick. Okay.
He's a
And as
scorpion.
I know. As you do that, he howls out in pain, and the pain just gets to him, and he swoons and falls over. Claudius, I would like you to make a dex save.
I thought he was already sitting on the ground.
He is, but his head isn't. And as you know, well, as most people know, the head of a mastiff is fucking huge.
It's a big old jowlies.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's like solid.
It's massive.
Claudius, can you make a dex save for me, please?
Oh,
Purdy,
yep.
Purdy weighs 50 pounds,
Maybe.
and I'm fairly certain 30 of it is her head.
Yeah.
So
I got 10, so.
Okay, he did roll high enough, so he is not going to fall directly on you guys, but I'm going to say that he does hit Crucio and Claudius. You are able to kind of move him off. You take this isn't fate, you can't take a stress, but Crucio, you do take a hit.
All right, because I am unconscious and I take a hit, that's 2 failed death saves.
Yeah, a lot of initiative.
Yeah, it squawks up, and then
No, we're
Crucio,
still in.
Crucio, you're up.
All right,
No,
Oh, God.
I'm dead.
no, you're not.
Yeah, I rolled an 8. That's a fail, so that's my 3rd fail.
Blomp blomp. F's in the chat.
I thought this was gonna be a party, not a wake.
Claudius,
I,
you are sitting on top of your friend. Let's rewind a moment. You are sitting on top of your friend, and you see this big old dog head coming towards you. You can either take it, or you can shift it off to the side, and it'll hit Crucio.
I'll take the full brunt of the damage. I will take it all.
As you should, because I am not in the business of killing my character's cats.
You know, you'd have to tell JD.
I know. I don't want to tell JD. Are you kidding me? And
Well,
we,
my cats lived, but your cat.
yeah. So you are able to go through the Claudius if you would like to dump some points into him. Does anyone else want to do anything while we wait?
I would like to fetch Mr. Feathers
Cool.
from underneath the sleeping dog. I will let the sleeping dog lie.
I heal Crucio for 5. So.
Oh,
You see the big old dog face in front of you, next to you.
I only have 8 more. And I'll go over to the big mastiff that is currently lying down. And I will address every other member of this court and say, truly, my servants were the most perfect servants if there ever was. Your
Hey,
king lies dead. I don't know if he's actually dead or not. I'm just saying that he is. We have defeated the shadow cat known as Frankie. Who do you serve? And I'll just keep my hands raised and really hope to God they say me.
You hear from the door, "Yay, Marmalade!"
That's right. Marmalade, heir to the dark throne.
And
Oh, hell, Marmalade!
Fuck!
And as you do, the people around you start, hey. Yeah, we could use... I mean, this guy's pretty cool, but... I mean, this cat just beat the shit out of him with, like, some crustaceans. This is fucking awesome.
Take upon each of you one of these fluffy treasures, except for this one. And I'll, like, put my paw over Mr. Feathers. This one is mine.
And as you say that, people begin to take a part in the fluff tower. You have defeated the great dog. What do you wish to do now?
I wish to take this toy and leave and go. I want to make a point of walking back past Roxanne and Abaddon with toy in tow and be like, Dawnfather wasn't so tough. Still looking for queens. And then continue about my way.
And you hear a slight swoon, and Abaddon goes, I mean, he's not bad.
Nice.
You guys continue through the tunnels under the gate. You make your way back up through the staircase, up through the city streets. You don't have to bite me, okay? I know I portrayed you as a bitch, but come on. You make your way back through the alleyways, up the the fire escape, and you find yourself in front of the window to the empty apartment under your own.
Is there a way that I can get into the house?
Yes,
All
yeah,
right.
you can get in the exact same way you got out.
I am going to get into the house. I am going to, if Arjan is still making his potions, I am going to sneak past that. And when I get into the girls' room, after using my mage hand to, like, finnick open the door and then get my way inside, I am going to set it. Is there, like, a pile of clothes on the ground?
They had their bag open that they were packing.
I'm going to take some of the clothes out and set the owlbear plushie on the ground and throw some clothes over it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to hop up onto the end of the bed and go to sleep or not go to sleep, actually. I have a window to wait at because I told some honeys to come meet me there in a couple hours. So, if you'll excuse me, I have some meowling to do into the night.
You guys watch as your leader leaves you in the alleyway. Not a word.
I give him a salute with my wing.
You see from the window. You see from the window your friends saluting you in a farewell.
I'll give them a cat salute. And then I'll have my shadow appear on the wall much larger and give also a salute down back to them.
And as you all salute each other, the camera pans over the city, past the alleyways which you have gone through, where there are two cats coming up, back up to the dark sky, to the full moon.
Come, brothers, let us go terrorize some kids on the beach.
Oh!
Quite.
And that is where we shall call it for the night.
We did it! Squawk lives!
Oh my god. I am not gonna kill your character, Endor. You can't make me.
I didn't! You had animals fall on me and then said it was my turn to roll, so I did that thing. But, guys, thank you. LB, thank you so much for running this game. Another round of applause, please. This is everything I wanted out of being a cat. I didn't know I wanted to just be just a cat for the longest time. I loved it. I loved it so much. Thank you. With that in mind, LB, where can we find you? What do you do?
I am LBHackemUp. I'm sorry the game ran a little bit later. I didn't actually expect you guys to fight the dog father, but it's okay. You guys can find me here Mondays and Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesdays, on the Indoor Adventurers channel. Gotta get it right now. Rebranding. On Sundays, you can catch me on Encounter Roleplay's channel at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, doing our last game of Heroes of Fate with Lazy Bones, and then afterwards I will be playing on Pro Restarter's channel. We are playing a Cipher System game where I play a creepy character, and then next week I am going to be 5 p.m. on Encounter Roleplay's channel doing a time travel game.
Ooh.
It'll be quite fun indeed.
Yes.
Alrighty. And RJ, where can we find you? What do you do?
Hey everybody, I'm RJ here on the channel, but you can catch me at RJ's282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life. You can catch me on the Monday night game as Calum, the Shatterkai cleric in our homebrew, and Tuesday as Speedy, the human ranger in Curse of Strahd. On Sunday at 8 p.m. EST, you can catch me over at Pro Restart's channel for the Cipher System game, where I play a good robot boy who only wants to protect his friends.
Oh, Myra Loren, where can we find you? What do you do?
You can find me on Twitter at Myra Lauren. Every great now and then on Twitch. This kind of depends. Otherwise, you can find me in the Discord if you get into that Discord access.
Yeah.
Not currently in any streamed games at the moment.
That is all right. There's also a baby that is involved every once in a while. It's
A wee bab.
he's so cute.
He will be 8 weeks old someday.
Ooh.
Congrats. Congrats on the babu. All right. And Archangelic, where can we find you? What do you do?
Oh, hold on. I am Archangelic. I'm really excited just to be here. You at Archangelic, which is really just a mirror of my Mastodon, which I don't have time to explain that here. But so I run a super casual game on Twitch, Towns and Taverns. We don't play very often, but when we do, I try to promote it. So if you're in the Discord, you'll see me promote it. So yeah, that's me.
Alrighty. And Lazy Bones, I am sorry that I couldn't make your @ in the description below represent that there is a 0 in your name for the O.
Yes. I am dropping you can find me on Twitter there. I dropped the link. You can also find me on Twitch at LazyBones TV. And I stream very irregularly, but I do sometimes, I promise. You can find me Sundays, well, this coming Sunday for our final session of Young Heroes of Fate with LBHackemUp, where I play Captain Athens, who's dumb a lot of the time, but he's my dumb son, and I love him to death. And go follow me on Twitter, because I'll have a big announcement coming next week. So keep your eyes and ears posted for that. And I will also be playing in Ghosts of Saltmarsh with LB and Greybeard's Tavern, who's another regular on this channel. He's one of the primary players. And Alyssa Vamp.
Satan.
Satan.
Yeah, Satan.
Hail.
Hail,
Yes,
Satan.
so it'll be a grand old time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That will be on twitch.tv/dammitberry.
Mm-hmm. On
Yes.
Thursdays, so
That's-
you can watch both.
Yes. It is on Wednesday nights. And I believe Indoor is doing his on
I'm
Thursday.
doing mine on Thursdays, since Barry is doing his on Wednesdays. That way,
Exciting
everyone
stuff.
can watch their favorite Saltmarsh games. And when I say games, I mean both of them, because why else would we do it on 2 separate nights? Just watch it. It's great. Stop by, lurk. And hello, everybody. I am the Indoor Adventurer. If you've made it this far, you probably already knew that, but if you didn't, Hey fella, how's it going? We have a YouTube, we have Podbean, we have Anchor.fm, we have all of the places where you can typically find VODs and games and podcasts, all under Indoor Adventures, which is the same name that you can find totally not flipped on this mug. With Indoor Adventures, another thing that we also have is our Patreon setup. So if you are interested in possibly supporting us through Patreon, you can totally do that because we have an after show that we typically go into after the show that we like to call Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other but also from the community. I always enjoy Nights in the Courtyard because questions from Archangelic and Myra Lauren and Greybeard and JD Lady are always frequent, and they are some good quality questions. So if you guys are interested in that kind of after show, come check out Nights in the Courtyard, because that is where we are going to be going. So I would like to say once more, thank you to LBHackemUp for running this game. I did not know I wanted a crab paladin friend so badly. You were all incredible.
Squawk!
Squawk!
Next one shot I play, I'm playing either a Kenku barbarian named Squonk or an Aarakocra. I don't even know how you say them, but the bigger bird people.
The other bird folk. We need
Yes.
more. Be the squonk
Aarakocra?
you want to see in the world. That is what we will leave with tonight. So I'd like to say thank you all so much for stopping by, and we will see you guys next time. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.